Pardon me. I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. By his grace. Spider. 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 Get it, Molly. Spider. All of a sudden he just jumped off his bed. Spider. I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. 2,000 years ago he died on a cross so he could show you how to live your life without sin and without lies. The devil took him on a mountaintop and offered him every kingdom. He would not stop. He said, Son of man, worship me. Come over, bend your knee. I said, I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. Surrounded himself with 12 people. Disciples is what we call them. There was Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, and they told the story after he was gone, how he was born and raised. It only took 3 days. In his name we are saved, but only by his grace. I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. By his grace. Thank you all for my birthday wishes. Get it, Molly. Spider. He's a spider. He's a spider, Molly. Hey, go on then. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel cradle, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes from trees, hot air from a cool breeze, cold with a change? Did you exchange walk on how we found the same old fears. I wish you were here. Here we go. Welcome to the show, boys and girls. How you all doing? Do you have a nice day on a non-spinning stationary flat plane? This one goes out to all you natural girls, the ones God created, you know? With all the curves in the right places, those little hamster cheeks, and those tiny little buck teeth you've got, small dental arches, you know? Little T-Rex arms for breastfeeding babies with. Softest hands in the world. On the day you were born, God looked down at the place you lay. He took a deep breath and blew on the clouds, blew them away. And heaven and earth he built, it took him just 6 days. Took him twice as long to make the smile for your beautiful faces. You're a natural, actual girl. Oh yeah, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Sent a letter to Cadbury's, and they made a recipe for your eyes. Took the twinkles from the stars, placed them inside both your eyes. For me, for me, for me. You're a natural girl, yeah. With your little muffin tops. I'll work for days, toil for hours and hours, just to pay for your dress and all your wedding flowers. And your dress will be made from the finest silk threads. The priest and turn every man's head as you grace the aisle with those curves and that smile, that smile. 'Cause you're a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. And your veil will be handmade by nymphs. They blushed at your beauty when they caught a glimpse of your legs and your arms, your feminine charms, those charms. 'Cause you're a natural girl. You're an actual girl. Someone send a message to my father up above. Tell him I found this girl, the one I'll truly love, the one that he sent down from heaven up above. She fits me just like a glove. 'Cause you're a natural girl. Climber the highest steeple. At the top of my voice I'll sing. Sing to all the people. Found this girl. I'll love the one from above, above. 'Cause she's a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. Jupiter, Mars. When you look because you're a natural. Girl, you put me off, dog. You go, oh, what's up? There's nobody there. There's nobody there. Divvy. It's because Raish has been. He hasn't seen him for all this month. Been staying with his girlfriend, Danny A. Yes, you little floppy doggy. I'm putting on the iron shirt. I chase the devil from earth. Putting on that shirt. Chase the devil from earth. I said I'm sending him to space to find another race. I'm sending him to space. Find another race. May my feet drop his fork and run, and can stand up to Jesus the Son. May my feet left you with him gone. I said, pick up with this bomb. I'm putting on an iron shirt. I chase Satan out of earth, putting on a shirt, chase the devil from earth. I said, move ya with your gun, we left you with the bomb. I said, down, move ya with your gun, we left you with the bomb. I'm sending him to space. Find another race. I sit down, sending him to space to find another race. I said Satan is the evilest man, but him can chucks it on a man. When I check him, my blessing hand, and when him slip a gun with him, putting on the iron shirt. I chase the devil out of earth. Putting on that shirt. Chase the devil from earth. I said, move ya with your gun. We left you with the bomb. I said, now, move ya with your gun. We left you with the bomb. We left you with the bomb. Max Romeo, 2 first names. Ain't it always the same? Heartbreak. That's what it is. It's heartbreak. When you realise it's all of them. And it is. It truly is all of them. I can't find a normal person. If I can't find one, you're not going to find one. Maybe in the real world. I'm talking about celebrities. Was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed I'd lose somebody like you. I never dreamed I'd love somebody like you. it's Isaac. How are we all doing? Hello, Shorty. How are you doing, sunshine? Welcome, everyone. Hope you had a nice day. I did. Spent it with Rage. We had a sizzler. And a birthday Sunday, which he ate most of, I've got to be honest. But it was alright. I don't know. As I've got older, I don't really like the sweet things as much as I used to. I don't know why. Maybe it's a taste bud thing. I love vegetables. I hated vegetables all my life. And right now, I love vegetables. All types of vegetables. All the vegetables I never ate as a child. I'm gutted. I'm wounded that I never ate them. Broccoli. Broccoli with beef. I could eat it till the cows come home. This one goes out to all you beautiful ladies. Something with melody, yes. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh yeah. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? As the river flows gently to the sea, darling, so we go. Something we're meant to be. So take my hand, take my whole life too, 'cause I can't help falling in love with you. As the river flows gently to the sea, darling, so we go. Something we're meant to be. Oh, he's staggered out there. So take my hand, take my whole heart too, 'cause I can't help falling in love with you. Elvis the Pelvis, I'm sat on my leg, I've got to move. Let's sing one for the big man. This one goes out to God Almighty, yes. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time, but sooner or later gotta cut, it's gonna cut you down. Go tell the long-tongued liar, go tell the midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. I said tell him that God's gonna cut, he's gonna cut you down. Goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet by the midnight dew. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me with a voice so sweet, swear I heard the shuffle of an angel's feet. He called my name and my heart stood still. He said, Punch, go do my will. Go tell the long-tongued liar, go and tell the midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. I said tell him that God's gonna cut, he's gonna cut you down. Throw your rock, hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. Sure as God, we're black and white, what's done in the dark will be brought into the light. So run on for a long time, keep running for a long time. I said run on for a long time, sooner or later God'll cut, he's gonna cut you down. Amen to that. Let God be true and all men be liars. Yes. To quote my favourite book, he said the Bible's his favourite book. Well, it is. It's got everything in it. It's got romance, it's got love, it's got family, it's got everything in it. But yet it was driven away from my spirit. What's up with you? I ain't even. Wait, I've got to put my hair back. I've got that much hair. Can I cut my hair now, son? Please. It's been 6 years. That'll teach me to make stupid bets when I first become a transvestigator, won't it? Come on then, doggy. Let's get you a biscuit. What we got? We got any biscuits? What we got for you, pups? Oh, we got one of them chewies. You got one of them. Do you want one of them? Yeah. You got a chewy. Oh, you farted, haven't you? Right, let's cover up Fairball. Hello, what are you doing out? You've been out all day. I didn't even notice. Hello, baby. Hello, beautiful. Yes, hello, beautiful. You go down there. Thank you. Sweet dreams, Albie. See you in the morning, Fairball. Night night. You're going night night. Night night. Right! Perhaps I can get on with the show now, Albie and Marley. Is that alright with you two? If Daddy does his show now. I'll be up there. Yeah. Get lost, don't dive in. You just had your cuddles. Oh, you want another one? Come here then, you big fathead. Yes, she's gorgeous and he smells nice. Don't you? Because you went in the bath yesterday. He smells of L'Oreal. Don't you? Is that what my hair smells like when I wash it? Because that smells gorgeous. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, you've had your lovins, you've had your treats, and now you've had your chest rubbed. Yes, right, can I do the show now? Thanks. Right, here's my keyboard and mouse. Good evening. How y'all doing? Don't start playing. I don't care. Look, 22 hours a day you get. These 2 hours you can get lost. I'm telling you now. Get on. He wants to play. You little div. You little div. Let me do the show. No, he stops doing that. Is there a dog in the house? Right, enough. You hear me? Can you hear him in the background fighting? Stop it. Enough. Right, we're done. Good evening. Every day we look at the human skeleton. God created them. If you haven't worked this out by now, I would urge and encourage you to study Grey's Anatomy and not come to the conclusion that somebody intelligently designed the human skeleton. XX and XY they call it. X being the skeleton and then the second letter being the gender. Because the skeletons are the same build, just slightly different in male and female. And the XX and the XY explain this perfectly. I don't know if there is an XX and an XY chromosome, like they told me. I've got no idea. But what I can see visually and prove in court is the way somebody walks and the distance in their eyes. Men have far apart eyes. Ooh, the distance in your eyes. REM. Rounded, close set eyes for a woman. Big nose, big teeth, little tooth. Wide dental arch and a wide jaw to match the wide eyes. Rounded, close set eyes give you a sloping jawline and a pointed chin, giving you a closed look to the face. The eyes look like they've been pushed down by the five head. We call this a five head and that a forehead. Look at the difference in the sizes. When you see a natural girl, she has this beautiful flat forehead. Lots of times there's like two dimples that the light shines off where the skull flicks back. It's beautiful, ladies. Lots of ladies are affected by the five head thing now. It looks beautiful on a natural girl. It looks stupid when it's a girl with a beard. It does though, doesn't it? Right, excess of copyrighted material may under certain circumstances be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news report, and teaching and research without the informed payment to a copyright holder. To the holder, we stopped right there last night on Sergio Mendes. He's got men in his name. Let's come over to class, say hello to you. Good evening, boys and girls. I hope you had a sweet, lovely day on God's flat plane. What's that? Why does that say live as well? Oh no, that's okay. Right, let's come back. Who's first in? It was Luke from Creation. Hello Luke, how you doing, pal? Welcome to the show. Biggers, how you doing, Biggers? You come to wish me happy birthday, is that what you came for? Thank you. How you doing, Biggers? Juice, hello Juice, happy birthday again, hooray, hooray. I'm 52 years young, I am, yes. Thank you very much. Tubbs, welcome to the show. Trini, welcome to the show. Thank you for the birthday wish, Tubbs. And the flowers and the balloons, thank you for them. Alpha, thank you for the birthday wishes. You did come to say hello and happy birthday, didn't you lot? Karen Estelle and Gregor G, thank you for the birthday wishes. Welcome both of you. Many blessings to all of you, by the way. E-Trader, welcome to the show. E-Trader, how you doing? Grace Van Wimmer in New York. And Forever Overall, all wishing me happy birthday. Thank you very much. Cable X, thank you for the birthday wishes. How you doing? Salam alaikum. Sean Davey, how you doing, Shawnee? Thanks for the birthday wishes. Rachel Tucker, thank you. Sandra, thank you. And Alabama, who we already said hello to. Cause Dutch girls, you are beautiful. How you all doing? Let me just copy and paste this stream. I'll be right back with you. Give me 2 seconds and we'll continue where we left off last night. Do you know what? In real life, only one person's wished me happy birthday, Rach. That's the only person I've got left. Even the friends that are left don't know it's my birthday. Or they're ignoring me. It's alright. Jesus still loves you. So do I. Pause. Do you know what? In real life, I've never had so many birthday wishes from people I don't know, ever. If someone said to me, when you get older, Peter, when you reach your 50s, you'll have no friends left, and all the friends that you have got, you'll never have met them, you won't know what they look like, you won't know them personally, but they'll all wish you happy birthday on your birthday. I said, no, shut up, you div. You'll thank Jesus by then, Peter. It's the only thing that keeps me sane. It is. Knowing I'm right. Knowing that there is a God. And what he's done for us. It's a blessing. Sometimes it feels like a curse. The way people treat you and curse at you. That's, you know, why they say cursive language. But God made you strong enough to brush that off, right? Sticks and stones may break your bones. But calling me names won't hurt me. No, it won't. But if I put you in a court of law and prove that you're a liar and a deceiver, that'll end all the demons forever, won't it? It will, one after the other. It's your duty to inform people. It really is. Where's that? Get off. Copy and paste. Paste. And post. Oh, I've already said it. Oh, I already posted it. I didn't realise I posted it twice. Sorry. My bad, Twitter. Home. Just double check it has been posted. Yeah, baby, yeah. And there it is. Okay, let me come back to this. And let me share to group. And they're still wishing me happy birthday. Thank you very much for all the birthday wishes. But like I said, in exchange for people I used to think were friends and people that loved me, I got him, didn't I? In return, I got the love of the Father instead. I got knowledge, I got wisdom, understanding where I am, how I got here, why I'm here. I couldn't work it out before. It's just to do God's work. It can only be that. It's the only reason I'm here, to do God's will. The purpose of life, to go forth and recreate, go forth and multiply, he said. And we have done. But in our journey, in our quest to populate Earth, we lost touch. We lost touch with God. And there's a reason for this, and it's people like this with the tiny... I can only call it the Men in Black face. You know that alien, the little skull one where he keeps popping his head? Because he's got the coffee bean eyes, look. And the small alien-like dental arch for a man. It's alien-like. You don't get these 6 teeth and then straight back on a man. It's just... Mine are like 8 across, easy. And then you get the back teeth. I got a huge smile compared to this. And I don't have these soppy looking eyebrows. Look, eyelashes. Look how beautiful. Girls, stop wearing mascara. Your eyes look gorgeous without mascara, look. Without adding all that blackness to your eye. Images. Right, that is an FTM final answer. It doesn't look right. Look at the teeth on it. The mouth, all this mouth here, look at that scar here. Whatever that is down the side of his mouth. Probably where they put a jaw implant in, I don't know, but... He looks like Dan Saltycrack. Again, is that you, Dan? Look at those eyelashes, Danielle. Bruce Lee's not a woman, is she? Bruce Lee's not a woman! Of course she is. You just got to look. Right? I know... When I first started and I was learning from like Mr. E, Hans, they never went through all of this. They never sat and literally broke down the face so you could understand it. They just pointed out certain bits and left it at that. They didn't give you the beautiful eyelashes of a woman, the soft, smouldering eyes, lacking of a brow bone, the flat forehead, widest in the hairline, the high set ears, the small dental arch. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman.
The eyes are too close. The eye bag. Look at the eye socket and shape of the eye bag. It's not rectangular because there's no brow bone hanging over the top of the eye. Look, no darkness, no shadow, just an open eyeball. It looks like a coffee bean, right? That's why we call it coffee bean eyes. Not all women have the coffee bean eyes, admittedly. He looks like, I want to say Elon Musk. I do. The head's too small. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. He's had his head shrunk or something's happening, isn't there? We've got chubby face, the small dentures, the coffee bean eyes, lacking of a forehead. Of course, male pattern baldness on a woman. It's God's laughter I can hear in the background. You know, when he saw what Satan was doing to women, he was like, oh, yeah, well, I'll make sure testosterone's got a balding gene in it and it'll send the women bald because you love your hair, don't you, ladies? Yeah, look at them soft eyes. Bright eyes, burning like fire. Perfect complexion. She's a girl all day long. Sergio Mendes, men in the name. I'm surprised that's not an as above, so below picture. They usually do on the piano like that. Right, let's... yeah, I guess I can take that as a 50-50. Do I like that one better? No, actually, I like that one. Yeah, we'll take that one. As the main question is, does I like your trousers? Long legs, short body. Look how small that body is. I'm taking that picture. Long legs, short body. Look at the state of that. This was one of the main markers when I first started looking at Bruce Lee. I realised how far Bruce Lee's trousers came up to where his navel should be. And I was thinking, that don't look right. His legs look too long. Maybe that's why he's such a good kicker. And it's because he's a woman that he can kick like that. All day long. Long legs, short body. He is at the Bruce Lee's school of high waisters. Look at the state of that body. What man? Men, go and look at yourselves in the mirror and see if you've only got half a body. He's only got half a body. Yep, tiny feet, little ballerina feet. Right, let's see if we can get Sergio walking. It's obviously a girl, an FTM in disguise. Is that him without the beard? It is. Look at those eyelashes again. He's reminding me of someone. I can't think who it is. Not Tesla, no. Someone. I don't know. Let's go back. Do you know who it is? I know who it is. I've just got it. It's why are the balloons coming up here? Is that because of my birthday? Do they know it's my birthday? I've got balloons up here. The other day I had Forrest Gump running across the screen. And now I've got balloons appearing here. Oh, it stopped. Okay. I know who it is. Not Little Shop of Horrors. That's the wrong musical. When you're doing the Time Warp, Tim Curry. No. I am seeing Tim Curry from Time Warp. But that picture there, for the English people, Jeremy Beadle. I'm seeing Jeremy Beadle. Watch out. Beadle's about. All day long. This is an FTM with beautiful eyes. I gotta say. You Latino girls have got those chocolatey Cadbury eyes. Sergio not giving me any gates. It was worth coming just for that trouser pick though, I've got to admit. Is that his boyfriend? Who's that? He's done alright for himself, hasn't he? That's his son, isn't it? It's got to be his son. That looks like his wife. Because that looks like that. It is. Right, let's go back one. Oh, you're boring me, dog. I've just opened that door and let you... Come on. Just stood in front of me. Go on then. Fuck! Farted as he went out. He could have waited a second, Barley. Right, I'm back. Right. That's so close. It's uncanny in that car. Right, okay. Back to this one. The pink lips are a dead giveaway as well. Look at the small mouth, the soft eyes. Still seeing Tim Curry. He's not giving me anything, this Mendes. Not a single gate. Is that him with Pele? It is. Together, two ladies. Come on now. Screwgoal messing with me. Anna Souza, thank you. Jen Sum, thank you. Welcome to the show, ladies. How are we all doing? And Johnny Young, how are you doing, mate? We're looking at Sergio Mendes with the long legs and the short body. But she is not giving me... Why is Pele there again? Did he sing songs? Pele didn't sing songs with Mendes, did he? Mind you, John Barnes did a rap, the John Barnes football rap. Anytime today, Sergio, I'm in Google. Walking. Let's see if Sergio's got anything for me. Oh, that's not him on the right though. I'm gutted. I've got ski with legs, I can see him, but I wanted it to be the other dude. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's a full mince there. This one, just off, but that's Sergio. That's really annoying me, that is. There we go. Oh, it's still in line. This one's so much better of a gate out of the two women, though. That is such a perfect gate, you know. No matter where we look in time, and we've seen some right old videos and movies, we see men walking like this, even in this day and age. Like what we're in the 40s, black and white pictures. 1945. We're talking 1945, and there were mincers. I don't know about the old rabbi here. He's in the Getty image now. Got problems with it. There's another one, look. Getty image, full mincing, look. You cannot deny it once you can see it. It's plain as the nose on your face. That is a gate. It's not a very good one, though. I really would like a full mince, Sergio. As if they didn't take a few of them. What's that one? He's a big fellow on the left, isn't he? A big Mexican dude. He's not walking. If he is, he's pausing. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get him. I've got a feeling. I'm still seeing Jeremy Beadle. Oh my gosh, do you know what I'm seeing now? I'm seeing the 2.5 Men. I don't know what they call him. The other one's a Charlie Sheen. You know, the little one? The brother, the sister, whatever you want to call it. I'm seeing him off 2.5 Men. Men. All flip-flops look alike. That's you and that's your minch. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Put pair of mincers, look. A little cockapoo. Got you right there. I'm quite happy with that one. I don't think. Oh, that's you, innit? No, it's not. That's a nice mince. That is a mince, right? I can't see that back foot, but it still looks like a mince. It's because of the twist on these pants, look. The way they're twisted. It's like a female kick of the hip there as well. Look. Pants giving him away. I don't think that's him. I think that's the other dude that we saw him with. The one that looked like Lennox Lewis. Is that you there? I don't know. I don't think it is. Brasilia. And we're done. I think that is it. Right, I've got 2 gates. I'll take them. Alan. Yeah, that's his name. Alan. Save image. I don't know. I do like it, but it's just not. It's right in between because it's female Bigfoot we're looking at. It ain't planted, it ain't come over yet. It's close. I can't take it. It's confusing. That one I can though. For sure, it's another nice gate. She's a bit taller as a girl, but still, women in disguise. I say women, I use the term loosely. Look, I've got balloons again, look. I use the term loosely. As normal women don't look like this. Natural girls don't look like this. It might be biologically female, but that's as far as it goes. Next. Alice Roberts, 2 first names. FBS academic, presenter, author. Science. Have we done Alice Roberts? I'm going to check the back file. I'll be right back with you. 1 second. There, Matt Willis from last night. Let's get rid of Matt Willis. Paste. Search. Alice Roberts goes away. Whilst it's searching, 51 years old. I've beat you by a year, Alice. Unlucky, mate. I kind of recognise this face now, this ginger head. He has got a big blockhead as well, look. They've bossed the eyes down a bit, but the cheekbones are still massive, look. Look at the size of this, the whole side of this face. It reminds me of Julia, is it Julia? The Blue Peter presenter, it reminds me of him. His eyes are deep set there though. Let's have a look at your shoulders. Nice and square. Flip-flops. Everywhere I look I see flip-flops. I quite like that, but your head's tilted a bit. Let's go back. I still like that one, it's clearer. I'll take that as your main face shot. Actually, there is a 50-50 right there. Let's take that. Yeah, I'll take that. Gates. What's his name? Alice. Back file first. Hang on 1 second. Nothing matches my search with parameters. Okay, let's go. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that. I have done this person. I have done Alice Roberts. I know I have. Why is that not coming up? I've seen this picture before. Unless they only use. There's no gates. There's no gates because I've done this person. I've definitely done this person. I knew that redhead face before. This picture I've used it. But I didn't use him, so that means there's no gates. Or there was no gates back then. Let's check now. There might be one here now. No. That was an Adam's apple, I'm sure it was. What did I just see there? You. What the is that there? What is that? Your neck looks like a caterpillar. Let's go back. It's a totally different Alice Roberts. Right, I'm just going to go to walking because I'm wasting my life here. I know I am because I've already looked at this person a long time ago. No gates. Even now, look, I don't know how many years on I am. At least 3 from when someone asked for it. And there's still no gates 3 years on. There's no pictures of him walking. Yeah, it's not happening. Yeah, we're leaving. It's a dude. I see a dude. Is that you there? It's not him, is it? Not someone else. Right, it's no good to me. There's no gates. We're leaving. See you later. Next. Find me a gate. I'll do the rest. Next. Danny Thomas. 2 first names. Look at that female face. Look at those eyes. Do you know what I'm seeing? I don't know why I'm seeing Al Pacino. And I'm seeing the Penguin. The female eyes, arched eyebrows. She's got a big nose. She must be from that country I'm not allowed to mention. And a sloping jawline, rounded chin. Oh, he's a cigar smoker, is he? I'm a pipe smoker in comfortable tennis shoes. Let's go back. Images. Female face all day long. Do you know what? He looks like Rachel's teacher. One of Rachel's teachers keeps popping up on my YouTube feed. He does daily blogs, and I swear down, It is similar to this face that I'm seeing. This face. I'll know when I see you on television. The minute I see you on television, game over. De Niro, Pacino. They all look the same though. Because they've got female skulls. Right, Danny Thomas. I quite like that picture. But I also like that one. It's closer to the... It's still tilted though. Those female eyes are so obvious in that picture. Go on then, we'll go with that. Gates, Danny Thomas, 2 first names. Has she got any? That's the question. You've taken me back in time. And I do believe the answer is no. When I got there, oh, I tell a lie, there's something there. That's my girl right there, innit? Wrong angle, but it is a full mint on both of them, look. Do 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 do. A dunky 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 dunk. I don't think we're going to get any more. What is that right there? Is that Danny? I don't know if that's him. Do, 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 do. Raising money for Children's Hospital. Well, that's good of you, but you're probably getting paid for it, tosser. They do it for a pay. Yeah, I'm not getting any more. Let's go straight to walking and see if we can find another one. That's the only one. That is the only gate for Danny Thomas. Good. Let's try street real quick. See if we can... What is that? Open that for me. Oh, it's a camel toe. I couldn't make out what that was there. I thought that was a swollen testicle or something. It's a camel toe. Moose's knuckle. Danny Thomas showing his Moose's knuckle off. Camel toe Thomas is what we'll call you from now on. I don't think there's any more gates. I think we're done. Yeah, there's nothing. Mason, you said, no, don't tap me there. Why are you tapping me there? Go back. Go back. Stop it. Shut up. There we go. There, Divvy. Go back. Mason, you're saying. Let's have a look then. That's not him. Oh, Shriner. Not Mason, my bad. No pictures of him, Shriner, no. Egyptian. Why the red fez? Why the Tommy Cooper hat? Apparently, when God stopped the sun and ordered everyone to kill the village or whatever it was. Oh no, it wasn't. That's not from the Bible, is it? Is it from the Bible or not? I don't think it is. Apparently these hats were white and they killed that many people, they turned red after the battle, and then they made all fezzes red to signify the Shriner. Something like that. I can't remember. Don't take my word for it verbatim, but it's close. It's close, something like that. Right, I'm done. Have I got those faces and gates? Downloads. That one. Downloads. Stop. Oh my gosh, just give me go to the top. No, we haven't. Let's get the gates and face and we're out of here. The Royal T, the Royal Arch. Freakmasons. Are there any women here today? Yes. Masonic ones. Pretending to have moustaches. Any time today. What's wrong with this? Oh, I didn't press it. Back. 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 That's the gate. And I just want your face. It's a woman. Final answer. Next. Jace. Oh, I thought it said Jason Bourne. James Bourne. James Elliott Bourne is an English singer-songwriter. I've never heard of him. How old is he? How long has he been around? 2005, and I've never heard of him. You'd think I'd know the name, wouldn't you? Coming from England. Woman, straight away. Close set eyes, pink lips. Small, high set ears. No cheekbones, look. Absolutely no cheekbones on show. I quite like that as your 50-50. Yeah, I think we'll keep it. We'll go with that. We'll take that as your 50-50. Let's see if she's got any gates for us. There's something. Why didn't you open that picture? There we go. Ah, his legs are missing. That's not fair. And again, behind the car. Not fair. Let's go back. Back again. We'll take that as your face. Gate shopping it is. Is that his boyfriend in the yellow dress? Let's have a look at him. Who's got a bigger face? He looks like Zendaya. European premiere of The Lion King. That might be Zendaya, I don't know. We'll stick with that face though. It's Emily Cannon. Look at the clavicles on Emily. Tell me which one of them's got the bigger, wider face. Yeah, it's so simple. Look at this cheekbone. Look at the size of that cheekbone there, and then look at this. Marky Mark Wahlberg. Everywhere I look, I see flip-flops. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. Just like this one. Can't grow a beard, look. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Is that him there? Because that's a mince on stage. It is. That's nice. He looks like that little Scouse actor. What do they call him? Steven someone. He looks like the chicken. Leonardo DiCaprio. Why don't you say chicken? That one. Looks like him. Steven someone. I can't remember. He's been in loads of movies. This is England. Look at that. I just mentioned Matt Damon and there she is. Father. Stop it. There's no gates. That's the only thing I've got for this person by the look. Oh, what was that? That's not him. And that one's in covered up. It's Mom. Everyone's going to realise soon. Everything's being revealed. Whether they care or not will be a different question. It really will. And now Jason Bourne is showing up. Look. Oh, that's why Matt Damon's showing up. There's no other gates. I don't think this is happening. That's not very good for me. If it was straight on, I'd like it. Walking. Is that him when he was younger? James Bourne of Busted. It is perfect inline football. I'll take that. Is that another one there from Flamingo? It is. With your mother by the look of it. Is that you as well? Oh, look at this. Double Baphomet horns. Matt Willis mincing. I mean, you can argue that this is just coincidence that they do this every time they get the chance, but it's not. They're worshipping Satan. Whether they do it because they're told to do it or they're doing it willingly is another question. I can't say. Look at the state of that female Bigfoot there. What's going on there? She looks like she's getting on an invisible motorbike or off it. Let's go back. Again, the diamond's there, but that's not a good shot. Is that a stair fail there? Ooh, it's just off canter. This one, perfect. Look at that mince coming off that bottom step. It must have been her wedding day because she looked really happy, Matt Willis. Is that my girl in the middle there? No, these are the other two. Look at that barrister, this solicitor, this lawyer. Look at the state of that foot. Tell me that's not looking at 8 o'clock. Tell me that one's not looking towards 4 o'clock. And this one, all the diamonds there, the broken, the zig and zags legs there. The knee is looking outwards, look. Don't matter what you say, it's not punching forwards. You got this diamond showing that shouldn't be there. Forensics. You can't beat it. You really can't. I don't care what anyone says. It's my favourite of all the subjects and rabbit holes I've been down in the last 12 years. This one is my favourite. Because you can use it in real life and you really truly can. Like I said the other day when I saw those two fuzzy wuzzy women, instantly my training just kicked in and it was just like, they're girls! Instantaneous. There was no passing me, no chance. Whether they were secretly or openly, by the by, it was just something that I passed in the street and realised instantaneously. My skills just kicked in and went, that's girls. Even though they were dressed like boys, they had beards, well, fuzzy wuzzy beards. They didn't have beards like I can grow, but they had fuzzy wuzzy beards. Maybe they'd only just started on the hormones, but regardless, they weren't passing, and that's the beauty of learning this. All your favourite truthers either will or won't pass your tests. And as much as it pains me to say Dave Murphy, Dave Weiss, Patricia Steer, Mark Sargent, whoever you want from Flat Earth, it's all of it. I can't put it any other way. On your bed, you've been in the garden, you're covered in mud. Come on your bed. Right, back. Right, I'm back, sorry. Where were we? Oh yeah, James Bourne, sorry. Did I take those pictures? I think I did, let me have a look. Downloads. I didn't take any pictures. No, not quick access, downloads. Get in your bed! Fannying around. There we go. Right, there's nothing else. This was street. Yeah, street, that's why. And there's still nothing. Right, I'm going to have to take what I've got and run. We will do. We'll take that one. Showing rabbit horns all the way, look. High Court. How did Busted end up at the High Court? Were they arguing over who's got the royalties or whatever? It's always about the money. Families disown each other over money. Save image. Friends do. Dun, 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 dun. Busted. Exactly. Thanks for playing CSI with me now, James. Look at the state of that. What the is that? That is, no matter, right, even if that had been left to be a woman. Even if that had been left to be a woman, that has still been an ugly woman. Right, let's continue. She's not the prettiest of girls, is she? Let's go back. Always the bridesmaid and never the bride. Next. Bassem Youssef. I swear we've done this one. And isn't this the one that shoves... Look at those eyes. Look at them Daniel Craig eyes. It's a woman. Final answer. Look at those eyelashes. Look at those eyes. You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring has been sprung. Till the cows come home, that's a woman. And I've already done it. I know I have. Egyptian. I've got a picture of him by the pool with what can only be described as a fully grown hamster in his swimming trunks. Where are we? Back file. Alice Roberts. Bassem Youssef. Search. Maybe it's not this one. Maybe it's the Italian one I'm thinking of. Do you know who he reminds me of? I don't know why, but I'm seeing David Copperfield with Robin Williams. I don't know why. It's the schnoz, isn't it? It's the Uta. It's that nose. He's from that place that I'm not allowed to mention where they've all got big fucking noses. There she is with her baps out. It's my birthday and Nana, Egyptian Nana, has got her baps out. You dirty old cow, Nana. I'm seeing someone else. I don't know who it is. Look at those sloping shoulders. It's a billionaire magnate, someone like that. I just can't think who it is. Right, Bassem Youssef, are you there? Still searching on it. Final answer, it's a woman. I'll take that for you 50-50. He's had a massive chin implant and it's wonky. It's off to one side, look, it's off to the left. It's such a big chin and so small teeth, it just doesn't look right, does it? Have I seen this one on telly? Is that why he looks familiar? Do you know what he looks like as well? Where he looks like American Pie dad. What do they call him? Eugene. I never can remember. He's from that country that I'm not allowed to mention. He wants to tickle your ass with the feather. Say what now? Let's go back. I quite like that soppy looking face. Backfire, what are you telling me now? It says it's not there. Right, it must be someone else I'm thinking of. Right, Bassem Youssef, I'll take that as you 50-50. Let's go. Oh, actually, I didn't go down the pictures. Let's see if there's a gate there first, folks. God, you're so funny. You are, Father. Behave. Bassem Youssef. Do you know what? I might have seen him on a news show or something. Ridiculing someone. There's no gates. I'm having major problems with her. Walking. It's not happening. Bassem Youssef, no gates. Whoever requested it, you know the rules. Because I can't be arshed. Oh, maybe that's him there, maybe. Is that him there? That might. I know he's here, that's him. Oh, that's a nice, that is a nice diamond showing there from Flamingo. That is nice, that's one gate. That'll do it. It's not a mince, but it's a nice flamingo with diamond, isn't it? That's not him either. But look at the gap in his knees. Her knees. When women walk or descend stairs, it's with... Oh my gosh. It's with a space between them. Opening of the knees. Knees apart versus knees together. Oh, is that you there? No. And we're done. I've got one gate. It'll do. Arab's Got Talent. Is that what they call it? As if it's not Egypt's Got Talent. They call it Arab's Got Talent. Surely they should have called it Egypt's Got... America's Got Talent. England, UK's Got Talent. Arab's Got Talent. Should it be Egypt? Egypt's Got Talent. Right. Did I save that gate? I did. I just need your sloppy looking face. Yeah. Soppy looking face. Thanks for playing CSI. Next. Jorge Nuno Pinto da Costa. What a name. It can't be Brazilian. Portuguese, I was close. President of Portuguese Sports Football Club Porto. Porto? I've never heard of... Have I heard of Porto? Maybe I have. FC Porto. Yeah. Why the number 42? What's the answer to everything? Apparently it's the number 42. Whatever that means. It's always cryptic. Right. Grandma's eyes. Rounded eye sockets. Look, close set. Flat forehead. No brow bone. The high set ears of a woman. I've got a really long filtrum. It's not showing, but it's a really long top lip look. She's a huge bitch on the right. I'm going to need a 50-50 on this face first. Did I not just see a black and white that one? It's a bit big, but it's alright. I like that one. Yeah, we'll take that as your 50-50. Right, let's go gate shopping. With your Portuguese football club manager. If she's got any. What is that? Kipper foot. Open. You're dragging that heel like you're in The Usual Suspects. Verbal Kint. Yeah, it's not happening. Oh, maybe right there. That is my girl. Ski with legs. It's not perfect. One. I'll give you that one. Let's see what else you got for me. If you've got anything for me. Nope, no good. No good. No good. It's not happening, I don't think. There's nothing. There's nothing, Peter. Right, we're done. That's no good to me. Right, I'm out of here. You find the gates. I'll do the rest next. Gideon, American YouTuber, streamer, YouTuber. I don't fancy your chances. Women's eyes. Soft eyes, small dentals. I see a woman's skull. No brow bone whatsoever, look. No jawline either. And we're done because it's a YouTuber, right? Yeah, we're done. I'm wasting my life. I'll put walking in, but it's wasting another 20 seconds of it. Yeah, we're leaving. See you later. Next. Dorothy Martin, 2 first names, DM. Songwriter Dorothy Martin has more music. She's Maxim magazine, blah, 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 blah. Next. Images. Dorothy, let's have a look at you. Kardashian looking mofo. Look, what's this separation in the breasts here? What's going on there? That's a very set of broad shoulders. I can take that head and place it there and there, no problem. That's a long neck. That's a very long neck and a square jaw to boot. We've got a perfect face shot. That's pretty close. Oh, look at that man face there. You gotta be kidding me. Hello, Lisa. How you doing? Oh yeah. Guess what, Lisa? Where is it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Lisa. Peter, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Peter. I was waiting for you to come in. Right, where am I? Let's go back. There we go. I think I'm taking that as your 50-50. It's a bit small though. It's the only thing that's bothering me. Let's find Gates first. If we can find the Gates, then we can bother about the face. Let's keep going. Tell me you're a satanistic prick without telling me you're a satanistic prick. Not only have I got a big one eyeball there, I've got one eyeball. Look how low set those ears are. I've got one eyeball here, one eyeball there, and to top it off, the creme de la creme full devil horns in my face. I'll take that picture because you're a piss-taking twat. Right, there we go. That one's going on the list. Well, it'll be going on my page. The Gates are letting me down though. Yeah, it's not happening. Dorothy Martin, 2 first names though, walking. See what it says. Is that the closest you're going to give me to a gate? He's standing. Look at the size of them feet. They are really straight legged. That's not a chicken nom nom, is it? It's not though, is it? Look at them. Where's my bum? Where's my thickening as I go upwards? Where's my juicy nom noms? They're not there. And neither is his gates. But that was a penis, wasn't it? What was that? Stop. Why is that star sticking out just a little bit more than the rest? Maybe not. Maybe I'm seeing things. Right. Yeah, there's no gates. Sorry. Dorothy Martin, not happening. I'll do it that way. I still don't think I'm going to get it. I'm not. It's not happening. It's not famous enough. You find the gates, I'll make you the main. Next. Next. Charlotte Van Bourbon, Franz Hager. We did this one. I swear we did this one the other day. We did. It's the same person. A nice brow bone. That's all I'm saying. Low set ears as well. We did it. Look at the neck on that thing. Look at the shoulders across. Dudes. They're all dudes. They're all dudes in disguise. Drag queens. Next, Mishri Rashid Al-Afasi is a imam copy. I'm just going to check the back file, make sure I haven't already done it. I've done a few imams. I have quite a lot of Muslim students that learn forensics. So I've done a few of these imams. Images. They look like soft eyes straight away. First thing I've noticed. Soft eyes. Happy birthday, Peter. Tiny hands, tiny arms. Look at the length of these arms. What's going on there? He's got schoolgirl arms. I'm seeing a small dental arch as well. Pink lips. Do you know what I'm not going to get? I'm not going to get any gates though, because he's an imam. He wears a big cloak over his body. So it's not happening. Unless he got something in trousers, which I very much doubt. It's like trying to find a pope in jeans. He's always got the white veil over his legs. Oh yeah, this ain't happening. I'm just going to go to walking because I'm wasting my life. Walking. Yeah, see you later. There's Nakal. Absolutely Nakal. I didn't rush too fast, did I? What was that? No. Oh, no. Yeah, no. TikTok. Is that him? That's him in normal clothes. Give me a gate, I dare you. No. No. Is that him as well? That's a nice diamond in there though. If that's him, it's still not a good... He's wearing a dress. Yeah, he's wearing a dress. He's wearing a onesie, a one-piece dress. A onesie dress. As much as we want the world to be peaceful, whilst these clowns are in control, the world will never be at peace. It'll never be at rest. It will never be heavenly on earth. Whilst flip-flops rule the masses, we're done. There's no gates. Find me his gates, I'll do the rest. I've taught you how to do this. I can't remember what your name was. I couldn't read it. From Syria, weren't you? I think it was from Syria. I've taught you how to do this. Find the pictures. I'll make you a meme next. Mary Simon, 2 first names. Mary Jeannie May Simon, CC, CMM, Com, QQ, CD is a Canadian civil servant. Mary Simon. Have we not done Mary Simon? The name rings a bell. Let me check. Happy birthday, Peter. Peter, it's your birthday. Paste. Mary Simon searching. Whilst it searches, we'll have a look at Mary Simon's big, massive bowling ball skull. Nah. Who's got closer set eyes? Game over, Grandma, right there. Absolutely no knuckles on Grandma's hand. I wish I could see yours in that picture. It'd be a nice contrast. Right, there we go. I've got the... Look at the way from the cheekbone, look. We're looking from the edge of the cheekbone out here. How it draws diagonally that direction. On each side it does this on a man's face. Because we're widest in the cheekbones. We don't bellow in the hairline like a woman does. There was a video on Facebook earlier on showing an open MTF who had had all his bandages taken off. He was like, ta-da! And as soon as he started talking, he started a pale voice. And like, I look so womanly. Yeah, but you don't sound womanly. You don't look womanly. You think you look womanly. You don't look womanly. Not to someone who's studied the human skeleton. You don't look womanly. You still look like a bloke, a dude. You're like, well, you're always going to be a bloke and a dude. Someone lied to you and told you can be a woman. You believe that lie. It's not my fault. It's not my fault you're gullible. Okay? I'm just here to tell you that God's real and what you're doing is recreating yourself in the image of the Baphomet. When God's not going to be happy about this. Not at all. He sent you into this world as you are. You have to accept it. Anything else, it's mental illness. It's like some bloke saying, "Oh, I'm an elephant. I identify as an elephant." Thank you, Annie. I identify as an elephant, and you're gonna pull on my trunk and splash water on me, feed me apples. No, I'm not going to do any of them things. I think you're a nutter. But it's okay, as long as you're not asking me to join in your stupid game or affecting any children around you with your stupid game. Because that's what it is. If you want to pretend to be an elephant, you can, but don't expect me and the rest of the populace to join in and give you monkey nuts. pushing monkey nuts up your ass. It's not going to happen. I'm a grown-ass man. Oh my gosh. I'm a grown-ass man, and I'm not interested in playing none of your nonsensical games. I want to live. Is that Trudeau? Look at the mints on Trudeau. There's my dude walking. I want to live in a world where all this nonsense and lies doesn't exist. I want to live in a world that's free from satanic cults and their influence on us, including the church. Anybody who thinks the church isn't satanic, you're off your fucking tits. They're a bunch of Luciferian worshipping pricks, a lot of them. They sing to Lucifer on Christmas Mass in Latin. Every pope has been a woman. They're all satanic. The church has, and I'm going to state this quite clearly, the church has nothing to do with God. It uses that book to create an illusion that it's a good company, because that's what it is. It's a company. It's a public company. That it's a good company and it does charity work all around the world, and it doesn't. It just amasses money and gold, and all the charity it makes, very little of it literally goes to natural charities. All that money is probably spent on operations and bunkers or whatever, but it's not spent on what you think it is. Just like all your taxes don't go on what you think they do. Every county, every council, no matter where you live in the world, is a company, and it's self-sufficient. It demands money off you, even though it doesn't need that money, because it's got millions and millions and hundreds of millions and maybe billions of pounds that's been paid into it already. It becomes self-sufficient, which is why even my council got what was it? They were investing in Iceland, and they'd invested, I don't know, £600,000 worth of Grimsby money. They're playing stocks and shares with your money. They're not spending it where you think it's going. They're playing stocks and shares because each council's got a private owner, and each of those private owners report back to the big private owner, the Prime Minister or the President, whatever you call it. And that's the way they work. The whole system is a sham, a scam. If we were on South Park, they'd all be shouting shenanigans. Because that's what I see. Everywhere I look, I see shenanigans. And look at this. In the middle of wherever they are, they're promoting space. Yeah, we've got astronauts from Canada. You've got nothing. People are like, Canada's better than America. They're all in on it. There's none of them that are good. I'm not saying all Canadians and Americans are bad, because you're not, because loads of you are bio-naturals like me. I'm talking about the people in charge of your countries. None of them are any good. They're not here to help you. When you walk the streets and you see homeless people, you don't see men with close-set eyes and small dentures on the streets, living blanket to blanket in the cold, freezing to death at winter, in sleeping bags in shop doorways. You don't see these people dying on streets, under bridges, addicted to vile man-made drugs, crocodile and all this shite. You don't see none of it spice. You don't see none of them on it. They take all the best jobs. They own all the businesses. They do. I don't care what anyone says. Sony, Microsoft, it don't matter. They own it all. You can open a business and you can do quite all right for yourself, but you cannot get to this standard of living that they're living in. Ballrooms and country mansions. You're never going to get there. If your business did start doing really well, they'd just take it down. They'd put you out of business. They'd open a competition, undercut you. They'd just put you out of business. You're not making loads and loads of money, because if you did make loads and loads of money, you'd do good with it. You'd help homeless people, real homeless people. You'd do things that these people don't do with your money, that they should be doing with your money, because it's paid to them in taxes, but they don't. They prefer to nonce children up on hospital beds, dig underground bunkers, pretend to go to space, all on your money. A cousin of mine, a very dear, posted today how delighted she is that Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, is to be royal patron of her church, Mothers Union. Yeah, it makes me sad as well, Alfred, because normal people think that the royals are, you know, the sun shines out their asses, and it doesn't. It doesn't. I never liked the royals. I've got to admit, I never liked the idea of royalty and royals ruling over. In the past, kings and queens ruled England. I don't believe it. I think it's bollocks. I think they made all this drag queen and king bollocks up. As if, as a group of, like, imagine our ancestors, they would have known everything. They would have been so smart. So smart. And then let someone say, oh, I'm your king and I'm going to rule over you and you're going to pay taxes to me. What? Not one of our ancestors would have fallen for that shite the way we do. Because they weren't born into it. That idea had to be created after we got here. Kings, queens and bollocks. Drag kings and queens. That's what it all comes down to. And one way or another, I don't know how it happened, they took over the world. And now we're born into this lie. And for some reason, they want us to know what they've done. The Satanic Bible quite clearly states that they have to tell us everything they're doing in plain sight. So they do. It just... anything you look at under scrutiny falls apart. Example, 9/11, no flaws. I love this picture, I truly do. There's a few of them. But that picture there destroys everything they want to tell me. That picture there destroys anything that anybody wants to tell me about that day. In 2001, destroyed. Yeah, but I watched it on the telly, so did I. I believed it when I watched it on the telly as well. I was gobsmacked. My mouth was on the bar, full gape. Oh, as if they're doing that. None of it was real. It was just a horror movie, played out as live fiction, played out as live reality. That's what they did. That's why Building 7 fell down before it even fell down in real life. It just. As much as I want to believe that there's truth out there, and there is truth out there, nothing that comes from them is the truth. The only time you find truth is when you're using the Holy Spirit to search. When you're searching in true search of the truth and the Father. When you do it that way, this information comes to you. It does. I don't care what anyone says. When you ask him for information, he always gives you an answer. He always does. He's not going to give you £1 million. He's not going to give you an MG Roadster. I want a Porsche, Father. Not happening. In this world, if you want a Porsche, you're going to have to go out and do it Satan's way. Pay for it. In a world that was encompassed by God's love, there'd be no money. There'd be no need for money. We would just work. We would just work for free. Every day there'd be someone at whichever shop you needed, whether it be a petrol garage, a baker's, a baby food maker's, whatever, ice cream shop. There'd be someone at that shop every day, working for free, serving you for free. And when you come to pay, you don't have to pay because it's free. That'd be all of us. That'd be all of us. And there's nothing these wankers could do about it. Because we are the masses. This world works only because of normal people. It only works this way because of them. If it worked according to our way, nobody would ever want for anything, would they, folks? I'll come and do your parties. I'll come and entertain your grandchildren and your children. I'll do balloons and magic. I'll put smiles on all of the faces for free. But I need some new clothes. You're a clothes maker. Oh, you made them for free. Nice. Yeah, I need a new tyre for my car. You fix tyres and cars? Great. My car needs fixing. Free. Everything would be free. That's the way we got here. When God placed us here and we started multiplying, there was no money. There was no bankers. That came way, way, way later on. There'd have had to been millions of us here before that idea could have been spared into our minds that we're gonna. It wouldn't have been money as we think of it. It'd have been, I don't know, some type of gambling or something where you just did it for fun, and then it became serious, and you started betting your favourite gold ring or whatever it is that didn't cost you anything at the time, but you started gambling with stuff that was for free. And before long, someone, because they're cheating, they all cheat, it's all rigged. Someone started cheating and someone started monopolising the whole world using trinkets and money and gambling and prostitution and drugs. All these things that society as a whole, we shouldn't really have it. If an adult wants to go and do these drugs, there should be a place for them. There you go. You want to be an heroin addict? There it is. Go and waste your life on heroin, right? But in reality, that they only want that heroin because of the money, the way it works on a money system. If it was free, it would, it wouldn't have that same desire. I'm going to get into trouble. Well, you're not, because it's free. There you go. Go kill yourself. But they're not going to do that. In the future, you could offer them no amount of drugs. They'll turn it down. They don't want it. Life won't. You imagine being so happy that you didn't need to drink at the weekend. The amount of people I know that go, and it's always been the same. I've got people from 20, 30 years ago. They're still wearing the same denim jackets, drinking in the same pubs, working the same job for 30 years, fish market, rigger, whatever the jobs were, pipe fitter, whatever. And they're still wearing the same jacket, drinking in the same pub, to the same miserable, miserly life that they live. But they like it. They're happy with it. If everybody got told the truth, you're literally being shit on from a great height by a bunch of nut jobs, everybody would just kick up fuss, wouldn't they? If they come out and said, yeah, we're in charge, this is what we're doing to you, we're shitting on you from a great height, we don't use your taxes to go to space, there's no such thing as space, we don't use your taxes to build nuclear bombs, there's no such thing as nuclear bombs, we don't use your taxes, we do use your taxes to build dinosaurs, and we tell you that we found them in the ground millions of years ago. Bone lasted millions of years. Are you kidding me? Everything crumbles, oxidizes over years. It does. I don't care what anyone says. We've only been in, right, all the bones that they show us, that can only be a few hundred years old at most. Because they only started lying about this shite in the 1800s, dinosaurs, and it was to make us believe in evolution. The first two people to find dinosaurs were Masons. And the two Masons, between them, found every dinosaur ever in mankind's history in 20 years. Bearing in mind, all the way up until 1826, there's not a single Aztec miner or Egyptian miner or any miner from around the world that's mined gold, silver, coal, whatever they were mining, iron or ever. Not one of them brought up a dinosaur bone. Not one of them found a giant lizard in a vein of gold or in a vein of silver or in a vein of coal. Not one of them found a dinosaur until two Masons found them. And I've had people say to me, yeah, but I live in America on the dinosaur flats and I've walked those flats. I walk them every day and I see bones sticking out of the ground. Right, so what would it have taken for a bunch of Masons to go through the plains of America 200 years ago planting really big fake bones in the ground and shite? And then just leaving them there. And then, 100 years later, you come along, there's a bone sticking out. Yeah, dinosaurs are real, there's a bone in the ground. Some Mason 200 years ago stuck that in the ground for you to find. 200 years on. It makes me, it truly makes me howl that people believe this nonsense. You know, that an airplane can carry. Right, there's two ways to destroy this story. This is the main way. This picture destroys them. There's a few of them that show either the top or the middle bit with missing floors. There's no floors. You can see the sun straight through. The One World Trade Center's got the same pictures. Top section absolutely empty, no floors. The other way to destroy this is an A380 Airbus. So this is the biggest passenger plane in the world at the minute. I don't know, 1,000 seats. It's huge. Look at the damn thing. Massive. It is a miracle of modern day engineering. I totally agree. Totally agree. It's amazing. Especially when you realise it's running on no fuel. It's a free energy machine. Yes, it is. Apparently, there are two things happening in the engines, but I will get to that in a second. Firstly, the fuel. Where are the fuel tanks in an airplane? If you know the answer, write it down before I search fuel tanks airplane. So there you go. Any engineering designs will tell you that the fuel is kept in the wings. Yeah, the wings. These really thin, bendy, floppy wings. Which, if you've ever been on an airplane, I'm sure most of you have. You've seen the end of the wings springing up and down, right, in the wind when it's buffeting and that. The strength of these planes is amazing. You've seen it buffeting. Well, if it was full of water and it starts buffeting, you're going to send ripples right up and down the wing. The minute this plane turns left or right, yeah, not sideways, I mean rolls the wings up or down, all that fuel sloshes down, or it sloshes that way down, doesn't it? It ruins the inertia of the ride, is what we're saying. That's why cars have a maximum of a 60-gallon petrol tank, right, on average. You get a 60-gallon petrol tank in most cars. Because anything more than that, the fuel in the tank will affect the ride of the car. The weight of the fuel, the liquid, will affect the way the car drives. Ergo, if you fill the airplane wings with fuel, and we're talking 119 tons in each wing, right, for this plane, for the Airbus A380, it's 118. Oh, is it 118? It might be 118, like the 118. I think it's 118 tons. Forgive me, verbatim and all that. But it's still ridiculous. Think about this. You've got a small fish tank 3 foot long by 2 foot high. You fill it. You could pick that fish tank up without water. Fill it with water and try and pick that fish tank up. You can't pick it up. 3 foot. That's just 3 foot by 2 foot of water. You cannot pick it up. Because that's the weight of liquid, right? They say that aeroplane fuel weighs less. If it weighs less, you need more of it, you pricks. Anyway, back to looking at these wings. They say that the airplane fuel is kept in the wings of an aeroplane. However, fuel in the wings, absolute shite. Sometimes they say it's in the middle section as well, right there, but it's in the wings, right? In reality, when you look at an airplane, the engine, you're going to need wires, power, pistons, rods, ailerons, engines, and motors, all to power this thing, right? So that means the wing is going to be full of electrical wiring, big rods and pistons. There's no room for fuel, right? Because all the workings of the engine has to run through those wings. And you're not shoving 119 tons worth of fuel in the tip of that little thin wing. Let's go back to the main picture. As you can see right there, this is a Lufthansa. Also, they say that the tuning of the engine blades themselves create a bumblebee effect, giving lift. There is a strafe on top of each wing of the engine, and when they open the strafe, it gives it lift. the air pushing against it. So basically, every plane, Airbus, every plane, big passenger planes, not the little ones, Airbus APU. It's called the Auxiliary Power Unit. This is it. It's a big engine. It's bigger than most cars, this engine. It sits in the tail of the plane there, look. That's the exhaust pipe for it. This is a condenser. What does it condense? Apparently, this engine, the APU, the Auxiliary Power Unit, is used as an auxiliary power unit. In case the electronics and stuff fail in flight, this engine powers the plane. Bollocks, this engine powers the plane. How does it do this? Well, it's a Pratt & Whitney compressor, sorry, not a condenser. It is a condenser. A compressor of air. It's a compressing engine. It compresses air. Anybody who knows anything, air and water are the two strongest things on earth. They really are. You can't destroy them. You can't squash them. You put air into a sealed plate with hydraulics above it and push it down, the air will break whatever the container is. Same with water. You put water in there, push it down with an hydraulic press, it will break the container, or it'll break the drill first. Right? That's how strong air and water is. So this auxiliary power unit at the back of every plane, and it's a big engine, needs some fuel. So just about here is my theory. We're entering La La Land here. Just about here, after the engine will be about there, before the rudder, I reckon. And then this bit would be fuel at the back. Just like in a car, thank you, Andrew, just like in a car, you put the fuel tank at the back. You don't put it under the children's seats, do you? You don't put it under the driver's seats, because if you use an accident, it'd explode beneath your feet. You put it at the back, out the way of everyone. So the same idea, I believe. The fuel goes here. I reckon there's about 8 drums of fuel there, which 8 drums, 45-gallon drums, would take about half an hour to fill up, right? At the pumping speeds that they've got. About half an hour, which is what a plane takes to fill up every time. They're saying that an Olympic swimming pool's worth of fuel, think about the size of an Olympic swimming pool. It's 250 tons. Olympic swimming pool. Show me one. It's massive. The Olympic swimming pools. Huge. There you go. Right, that's an Olympic swimming pool. That is 8 times, so 2 times 8, 1,600. That is 1,600 tons worth of fuel, if it was fuel. Half of it is 800 tons, a quarter of it is 400 tons, and an eighth of it is about 250 tons. So all of that there, that section of that pool there, somehow fits in the wings of an aeroplane. 250, you got to think about these numbers. 250 tons of fuel. So if you want to, here's a 3,000 gallon tanker. Yeah. It's only gallons. There's only 3,000 gallons there. We're talking tons. 250 tons. In reality, it takes 8 of them, I believe, on each wing. 8 of them on each wing. First of all, those wings cannot support that weight. Think about the fish tank, picking up a full fish tank. Those wings, which don't have any room in them, look, the paper thin, these wings are paper thin, don't have any room for the fuel to go into. So what is power in the aeroplane? Well, it's got a bit of fuel at the back. I reckon about 8 drums. 8 45-gallon drums. Take about half an hour to fill up. Power this unit. The way it works is, do you know how to start? How do you start an aeroplane? Do you know? Does anyone know? Puffer car. Airplane. How do you start an aeroplane? Well, you start it. There we go. Puffer cat. No, a cat. A puffer. Puffer cart. There you go. A huffer. Sorry, I got it wrong. Huff. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Imagine, what do you think this pumps out? It's called a huffer car. I'll give you a clue. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Big bad wolf, not me. Who's afraid of him? Not me. The huffer car blows air into the aeroplane. This is how you start a big aeroplane. Did you know this? I bet you didn't know this, did you? That's right. It starts on wind. You start an airplane with air. That's your first clue. Why wouldn't you start it with fuel? Surely you'd be starting the damn thing with fuel, but you're not. You're using a compressed air press, a hover car lot. They come in different types, but they all blow air. And if you don't believe me, F1 starting pump. F1 cars run on air. Yes, F1 cars run on air. From 2011, when they got rid of the fuel tank, F1 cars start on a mini huffer. Look, it's a huffer for an F1 car. I'm not lying. Look, there it is. Look, that's how you start an F1 car, with an air compressor. You're starting F1 cars with an air compressor. It's a petrol-driven engine, isn't it? Is it not? And then you realise these F1 engines are actually tuned-down versions of the same turbine that's in the airplanes. From 2011, when they took the fuel, they did used to run on fuel. Okay, they did. And that's why you had pit stops. Now, they don't stop, do they? They just do the full 30 laps or whatever it is. They don't stop for fuel. Because it's running on air now, they've changed the fuel technique. There is a little bit of fuel behind the driver's seat. This is the fuel tank, I believe. Or is that the pump? That might be the pump, actually. But it looks like that. The fuel, because the driver's seat sits on here. It looks pretty similar to that. Apparently, an F1 car holds 2 oil drums worth of fuel, because they're burning it so fast, allegedly. So now you know that the cars start on air, right? Because that's an air compressor. It's not on a petrol engine. That is not a petrol engine. It's an air compressor, just like the aeroplane. F1 fuel tank. Oh, F1. Oh, fuel tank. So now we're looking at the F1 fuel tank. There it is. This thing here. Apparently, that's the equivalent of a 45-gallon drum. Right, I just want to show you a 45-gallon drum. Just in case you don't know what it looks like. It's one of these, the old oil drums, one of them. That's a 45. You know how big they are? You've seen them in the films, right? Where they set a fire in the oil drum and they're all standing around the oil drum getting warm. So, apparently that is behind the driver. Apparently that is sat behind the driver in an F1 car there. Imagine the man here, and then that he's got an oil drum behind him, allegedly. Right, remember, this is just all their bollocks. They're hiding the fact that the cars are running on air. How do I know this? Because they start it with air. Okay? They start it with air. There's nothing funnier to me than someone telling me these cars sit really low off the ground as well, right? What is that about? I don't know, not even 3 foot off the ground. They're really low seated cars. Your bum is riding on the asphalt virtually, aren't you, when you're in them? You're telling me that stands as tall as an oil drum right behind the driver? You got no chance. That's an air intake. See this air intake here? Look at it, to feed the engine. And that's the main thing. That's how you know that this happened. F1 air intakes change. This is when it happened. I think it was 2011. F1 air intake they became massive because they were running on air. Originally they were small look, really tiny ones, and then they increased. They literally got bigger and tripled them because that's where the power source is coming from, the air. As it drives, air is forced down, already compressing because it's being forced into the engine, and then they compress it again, and that's why the engines sound slightly differently to how they used to when they was running on all fuel. Now they're running on air, compressed air, same as the airplanes. You got to look into this subject. There was F1 fan cars, and when this came out, it beat every single F1 car. I bet you don't know about this either, do you, folks? The F1 fan car, it beat every bandit. They banned it, look. They banned it because it was so fast. Fan running on air, a car running on air, powered by a fan. It was so fast. You got to go look at it. For one whole season, this car beat everything in its class. Everything. All the petrol engines, because they were still petrol back then, were beaten by this fan technology, and then they banned it. Oh, is that another one there? Oh, look, it's got 66 far though. I'm surprised I ain't got 666 on there. There's another one. Fan car. Fast as, I bet you. To scale. But this car, this air-driven car, beat every other F1 car for a whole year. And then they banned it because it beat everybody. That looks like the Bat car. That's what it reminds me of. Bat car. Same thing. Air-run cars. So, cars can run on air. Planes definitely run on air. Though 8 of those on each wing. You're kidding me. What are these? 9,000 gallons, and it takes, I don't know, whatever it was, 8 of them or 16 of them in total. I can't remember. There was a picture somewhere. Let me have a look. Air fuel hoax. I should bring it up. Oh, they've removed all the pictures. Have you really? Fuel hoax. They've removed all the pictures. They don't want you to see them. There used to be hundreds of them showing elephants on the wings, or... Oh, there you go. There's one. One picture, look. Still exists. 8 of them. 4 on each wing, sorry. Not 8 on each wing. 4 on each wing. 9,000 gallon tankers. 36,000 gallons on each wing. Or 118 tons on each wing. Inside that. It's just nonsense. Cannot happen. Cannot happen. Planes can only go so fast anyway, Johnny. They start to melt. Friction on the air. It's just simple physics. That's why they make them streamlined, because the metal gets hotter and hotter the faster they go, right? The air running over the car. That's why Concorde used to melt. It's why the Blackbird melts, apparently, because she's going so fast. She's reaching terminal velocity on Earth. There's only so fast you can go, right, in the air before the air starts to melt the vehicle you're driving or flying in. It's that simple. The air is hitting the metal so fast it causes heat and friction and melts the chassis of whatever you're in. Fact. So when they tell me that the shuttle takes off at 17,000 miles an hour when the fastest plane on Earth is only 2,300 miles an hour, I'm like, farter. Farter, they're all telling me lies, farter. But there you go. There you go. That is more, isn't it? 4, 6, 12, 16, no, 8 on each. He's got 8 on each wing on that one, look. This one's got 4. They must be bigger tankers, maybe. I don't know. 12,000. Oh, it's a 10,000 gallon. That's why. And I think these are only 6s. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's impossible. That's for sure. You know, someone look at this. False. False. It's not false. You can't show me one of these planes filling up that fuel. You can show me some bloke pretending to fuel them planes, but you can't literally show me it. They got rid of Concorde for 2 reasons. Concorde's another good one. Concorde, especially with the wings and the fuel, because you know where to keep the fuel tank. Concorde fuel tanks. Take a look at this. Concorde had the thinnest wings in the world. I don't care what anyone says. Look at Concorde's wings. Let's get a close-up of it. Right, remember, there's 2 massive supersonic engines at the back of each wing. There is wiring, electronics, pistons and motors, all powering this mother, those 2 mothers and the other 2 mothers on the other side through the wings. There's no room for fuel. But allegedly, and this is the funny part when it comes to Concorde, I really want a flat shot of that wing. There you go. Look how paper thin the wing is. They say, them say that Concorde carried, is it 120 or 90 tons of fuel? 45 or 90 in each wing. I can't remember what it is. 45 tons of fuel in that wing alone. Even if it's wrong and it's 90 tons in that wing. Even at 45 ton of fuel. It's not going in that wing. I don't care what you say. I don't care who you are. You cannot put 90 ton of fuel in those 2 wings. Even if it's 180 ton, I don't care. You can't put it in them wings. It doesn't fit. It's a joke, right? So, the reason Concorde was grounded, well, there's 2 reasons. It flew Concorde's altitude. Most planes fly at 6 miles, 36,000 feet off the ground. Okay, Concorde altitude. Concorde flew on the rim of space, as far as I'm concerned. Look at that. 12 miles up, not 6. 12 miles, 60,000 feet cruising speed on average. Sometimes it was at 80,000, even higher up, right? The first thing you're going to notice about this picture, look, the sky is totally black, right? The sun's here, but the sky's totally black. Have you ever been on an aeroplane where it's daylight, but the sky's black? Have you ever seen that before? You haven't, right? Unless that's the moon. But regardless whether it be sun or moon, where's the stars? Where's my stars? That's blackness of sky. That's night. Where are my stars? Back to Concorde. The reason Concorde was grounded was because, look at that flat view out of that window. Twice as high as a normal airplane. Still flat, look. 60,000 feet up, flat as a pancake. The reason for Concorde being brought down is this. The P900. What's the P900 I hear you say? P900, P1000. I've got a P900. This is no longer made. They've stopped making these cameras. You're not allowed to get them anymore. I've got a collector's item. They've stopped making the P900 and the P1000. Why? Because it's got the longest digital zoom in the world for its price. For that same lens on a bog standard photographer's camera, it costs £25,000. But for a digital version of it, which can zoom in just as good as the photographer at the football match, this mofo did it for 900 quid. I think I got mine for £1,000 when it first came out. If you've got a P900 83 times zoom, same as mine, first thing you do is zoom in on a star and you're like, oh my gosh, they lied. They're not stars, they're lights, they're twinkling. And they look like they're underwater. That's the first thing you're going to do. Then you're going to check. You are literally going to test it. I tested mine and it picked up Lincoln Cathedral from 42 miles away. Granted, the image was blurred because I'm looking through 42 miles worth of air and heat. So there's blurredness. The best camera in the world could not see 42 miles without the picture blurring up. Which means whatever's above me has got to be close. No more than 60 miles. And because it's a looking glass, it magnifies things. Everything is magnified into clarity for me. The sun, the moon and the stars. This camera if you take the lens out and put a UV filter in there to block out the purples and the blues, you get a night vision version of the P900. P900 flat earth. Picture should come up. Tolkien, what's his name? Tolkien. What's his name? I can't believe it's not coming up. There it is. These are the pictures he takes from airplanes. There's a problem when you look through his camera like this, because from America, he takes a picture from a standard aeroplane at 36,000 feet max. Not Concorde, half the height of Concorde. Imagine Concorde, imagine being twice as high as this, the view that you're going to get. So he puts a UV filter on the P900. That might be the picture I'm looking for. 71 miles, 720 miles, look. This guy in this plane is seeing the Canadian Rockies, or the Appalachian Mountains, the Appalachian Mountains from 720 miles away in a bog standard plane. Now, if that was Concorde at twice the height, you would be able to see 1,400 miles. You'd see twice the distance with this camera. And they didn't want it, because they already knew at 36,000 feet, look, Las Vegas from 28,000 feet. It's not even at 36,000 feet, look. And you can see from Las Vegas all the way to the Appalachian Mountains in Canada, or wherever they are. You can see all the way to Canada. I've seen a picture where he is in Vegas and he's looking right across the Rockies. He's looking over 3 mountain ranges all the way into Canada with one of these on night vision. Remember, this he altered the camera to be night vision so that he could take these long range black and white shots. And he did a good job. I've got to admit it. Infrared horizon, look, 33,000 feet farther. Astounding flat air phenomena. Agreed. It's as flat as a pancake. You know, all these people that deny it. I can see the curvature from the beach. Can you really? Well, why can I not see it from 33,000 feet on a P900 with infrared vision? This is the people that you're talking to. They're idiots. They might be your family. They might be your friends. It might be your wife. It might be your husband. It might be your children. Jesus said not to cast your pearls among the swine. It doesn't matter who they are to you. If they're mocking and scoffing at you and scoffing at God, they are the very people that Jesus told you about. God said he's going to send great delusion to all of them. They don't deserve to get into heaven. And it hurts me. It really pains me to know that my best friend and my family members are not going to get there under their own ignorance. But it was their choice. God gave them free will. He also gave them a messenger, me. And in your case, you. And he's going to give them more. And if they still don't accept the truth, then that's that, innit? God did his best. He sent them messengers. Messenger after messenger. You was the first. First of all, he sent someone that loves them. Someone that truly cares about them and their family. More than they care for their own children. And this is the case, including my own brother. I care for my own niece more than he does. And if you're listening, tough shit, son. It really is. You don't want to tell your daughter the world's flat. You don't want to get in called names. Fanny! Some teacher with blue hair at school's telling her she can be a bloke. And you're not doing out about it. And if you don't do it at a young age, someone else will get to your child in the schooling system and tell them these things. And this is why we've got children now eating kibble out of teachers' hands, pretending to be barnyard animals. And it's called inclusiveness. Fuck off, excuse me language. It's called child grooming. And you're a bunch of nonsense. We all played doctors and nurses, but at the end of the day, we took the outfits off and we were just Peter and Paul and Jane and Tracy all over again. We didn't live doctors and nurses all day long, 24/7, pretending to be doctors and nurses. We just played it for a few hours and then it off. Because that's what we can do. We can act. And that's what all these people are. They're actors. And all of these terrible, terrible lies that they've told us, it's all just to hide your heavenly... Where are the stars? Where are my fucking stars? I'm 33,000 up at night time by the look of it. Where's me stars? There's another one. That's definitely night time. Where's me stars glowing? Where are my stars? There are none. They don't exist. You only see them from Earth. Once you get up to this altitude, stars are gone. They don't exist. Only from your land position. Once you get up on top of Mount Everest, there's no stars. It's angular perspective and resolution. God created a flat earth for us all to live on, and it was meant to be free. It was meant to be, everything was meant to be free. Airplane rides. I should be able to get on a plane, come over and see Biggers, come over and see Anna, come over and see Johnny. I could drive down to Andrew because he lives in England, but I should be able to travel all around this realm, this absolute huge realm that God created. I should be able to do it for free, but I can't. The only people that do it for free are the flip-flops. If you think they pay for air tickets and all, no, they don't pay for nothing. Most of them got their own planes and their own pilots, right? Some of them are pilots, like John Travolta. John Travolta knows that I live on a flat earth, but yet John Travolta's a lying twat. John Travolta's son lost his son. No, John Travolta sacrificed his son, daughter. Sacrificed. Whether they actually die and are sacrificed, I don't know. But they're gone from the public scene, that's for sure. For all I know, there's extra land over here, Tupac Island, John Travolta, Bruce Lee, they're all on it. That's the way it is. That's the world you live in. And it may be bigger than this. This wall of ice may be further away than they told us. There could be loads more land. But because they told us we live on a ball with a North Pole at the top and a South Pole at the bottom, we've already explored the world. You don't need to go anywhere, Anna, Andrew, Biggers. Don't go anywhere, Johnny. You're all right. We've already... Scott of the Antarctic went south. Beard went north. We've explored the whole world. There's nowhere to go. Well, that part's true. There's nowhere to go. There's the world that God created for us, and that's it. There's nowhere to go other than this place. That's why they want to get out of it. We want to get out of this place, but you can't. Because God put you here for a reason. You're the damned. And I was damned along with you. Only I repented. I found Christ. I found Jesus. And I repented for my sins. I realised where I was, who I am, how I got here. And the only point to me now for this world, because I've already gone forth and multiplied, is to make sure that I multiply the truth. That I multiply what's been hidden from us and make it known again. That's the only thing I've got left in me. I don't see any other point to me being other than that, Father. Is to wake the children. Give them a chance. In your name, not in mine, in yours. All glory goes to God. I'm just a man. I'm just a man. But this is the reason why. Look at this. This is an eclipse on a flat earth. This is what they think. You know, they think they're funny. If that's an eclipse on a flat earth, how does that cover up all of the earth? It doesn't. It only covers up a little section of it because it's so small. I don't know what size it is. They say it's 2,000 miles across. I very much doubt it. But this is what stars look like through the P900. They don't look anything like... That looks like a brain look with a cortex. They look nothing like what they've shown me. And this is the truth. They look nothing like what NASA shows you. As soon as you zoom in on them with a P900, it's like, what is that? That's the first thing I saw was like that one. Not like this one, like that one with the rings. And the rings were pulsating and going backwards and forwards. And for the life of me, I didn't know what I was looking at. I got Rach, great Rach, come and look at this. Because this is what I thought they looked like. The planets and the stars. It's what I thought they looked like. But they look nothing like that. They look like this. Like that there. There, right there. That's exactly what they look like. There was another nice one there. What's that one with them in? Look. Look at these. They look nothing like what they're showing me. Oh, it's a telescope one. That's bollocks then. But anything from the P900 looks nothing like what you got shown. And then they'll say to you, modern technology, 125. Mine's got 83 times zoom. The P1000 has got 125 times zoom. But they didn't increase the pixels. That's what really got me about the P. That's why I never bought it. I wanted the 125 times zoom with 24 million pixels, but they didn't give you it. It had the same as the last one, 16 million, I think it was, 16 meg. It should have been 24 at least. 32, really, to give us real good. But at that clarity, oh, gutted. I didn't mean to click on that. At that clarity, get me out of Reddit. It terrifies me. At that clarity, these stars, it'd be game over for them. They probably did make it with 32 meg and went, nah, we can't give them that. Everybody will be able to see we're faking it. Because through a P900 or P1000, that's what you see. When you look at stars, that is exactly, I promise you, that is what you see. I've done it myself. I've got the camera myself. That is exactly what you see. They look like lights and they look like they're underwater. They shimmer like water on a swimming pool. So the reason for them taking this down was the world is flat, water's level. It is 100% fact that water does not bend. I'm still looking for bendy water. If this water was bending, if the ocean bent, then how can the light come from the sun 93 million miles away onto the horizon and then come all the way to my feet? It's impossible because this is bending. That's flat. That is flat. That's why it comes to my feet. If it was bending, it should stop somewhere. But it doesn't. Flat Earth's a way to come back to God. It truly is. Flat Earth brought me to God. But forensics proved without a shadow of a doubt that I was in his heart, his mind and his soul when he created me. And that he really truly thought about me and you. And the feelings we're going to have and the lives we're going to have to live through. He truly thought about us and he's still thinking about us all. So the P900 plus Concorde is the very reason they brought Concorde down. Because you'd have cottoned on. Someone would have got on that plane with an infrared P900 and gone, boom. Because even at 700 miles, they still deny it. Excuse me. Even at 700 miles distance, they deny it. No, you're not seeing that. Yes, we are. And we can measure it because there's a set of mountains right there. All of the terrible lies we've been stricken with come back to one fallacy, and that is God's not real. It's a fallacy. God is real. God is very real, and he created this world for all of us to live in. And mankind's own greed, gluttony, pride is its own downfall. The 7 deadly sins: to hate, to be greedy. There's just, I hate knowing the truth. I told you, this is the worst torture anybody could ever think of, because they're not doing anything to me but telling me the truth. And I'm mentally tortured by it every day. I have trouble sleeping. When I close my eyes, all I can see is children's faces, crying, weeping. Jesus said, I'm not of this world, and I totally agree with him. The reason I don't like this world is because I'm not of it. I want to spend the rest of my eternal soul's eternity with God, not with Satan, Look what he's done to us down here. What do you think he's going to do to us in hell? And these guys think he's not going to do it to them. You're just in the living. He's using you in the living. Once he's got you in hell, your eternal soul, you're absolutely screwed. It doesn't matter what he said he's going to give you. You're going to get nish. You'll have your head, you get a cup of tea, and then after you've had your cup of tea, you'll have to put your head in a pile of shit. That'll be the devil's goal for you. He gave you these trinkets in the living, the private jets. This is to all the flip-flops, the celebrities. He gave you all these gifts in the living, but in the next world, he doesn't give you anything. And no matter what he told you, you get nish. Only God gives you stuff in the next world. In the next place, the realm, whatever you want to call it, the next plateau, the next phase. I live in a flat earth where it's been hidden from me. There were no stars in space. I don't care what anyone says. You can't prove it to me. Because like I said, like I've always said, some nerd from some telescope observatory is going to go, that star should not be there, it should be over here, and this star here, it's the wrong colour, and they'll just rip you apart. Your lie would fall apart. For some reason, they want their lies to fall apart, right? That's what's happening right now. All the lies are falling apart. Only you and I were blessed to see it. And no matter how hard we try with certain people, we can't get to that pinnacle, you know, that you want to get to, because the world itself is reluctant. The people in it are all reluctant, and I don't want to say spineless, but weak. Weak, that's a better word, right? Not spineless, weak. The weak, they're not strong like you and I. They can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth! Jack Nicholson, Son of Man Code. They can't handle the truth. So to comfort and cushion that blow of the truth, he sent you and me, and we didn't realise that upon hearing the truth, it wouldn't have the same effect on them that it did to us, because it's us telling them that they're stupid, that they're fools, that they've been fooled, that they've been foolish, they've been tricked. It's us telling them. And the last thing they want is their best friend to be smarter than them, or their son, their daughter, their mother, whoever, to be smarter than them. It's a swallowing of your pride, right? That's what you did. You swallowed your pride. You're not like these pride marching pricks here who did all this to us. You swallowed your pride. You said, no, I have been fooled. The world isn't spinning. Water is level. Dinosaurs don't exist. There is no fuel on airplanes. You know, they pushed the old long travel thing up to a little, like, for example, to go from, what is it, from Brazil to Australia. Let's have a look at the price. Brazil to Australia price. From Sao Paulo, anywhere in Brazil, to Australia, 1,300, no, flights from Australia to, yeah, there we go, price, there we go. 1,300 quid. Apparently it takes 22 hours. Bullshit. You only got to look at the maps, images. Map. So that's what they're saying they're doing, right? But that flight does not exist. As a flat earther, you should know this. You've done your own research, you've done your own work. You should know the difference. Come on. Oh. I thought I slapped his tail in the door then, it made a noise. So, as a flat earther, you should have done your research and know that that flight does not exist. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. And you'll know by looking at the proper correct routes that from Brazil to Australia, you have to go up through Mexico, up to America, over to San Francisco, or up here, wherever San Francisco is, and then fly that way. This route does not exist. It's bollocks. But if airplanes are running on air, or let's say eight barrels of fuel, which costs, I don't know, what's a barrel of fuel cost? 45-gallon fuel. 45-gallon fuel price. In Grimsby and Cleethorpes, it's one. Yeah, I want a gallon. Right, let's just say it's what, 100 quid a drum, 800 quid for the drums. We're just saying. I can't be asked to look because it doesn't exist anyway. 800 quid. If you've got 1,000 people on that plane paying $1,000 each, that's $100,000 for $800 of fuel. Bearing in mind, they buy all their fuel in bulk, so it costs less. You know how this works. Whatever you buy in bulk, you get it for less. So, whatever it does cost them, it's pennies. I know it is. It's literally nothing. But to make 100 grand off 800 quid's worth of fuel, that's quite a profit per flight, right? If you're doing this all day long every day, that's millions and millions of pounds you're raking in per flight. Every day you're raking in millions and millions, hundreds of millions every day. The thing that annoys me is, if you want to go visit your family or friends or a loved one, say your mum, say you live in a different country, say your mum's in Australia and you're in Brazil, and she's ill and you can't visit her because you haven't got the money anyway to do this long flight, whichever way you look at it, you haven't got the money to get there when you really should have, because it costs nothing to send that flight. It costs 800 quid. Between 1,000 people, 800 quid of fuel, yeah, it's not even a quid each, is it? And then they say, oh yeah, but you got to pay the pilot and you got to pay for the air hostesses. Yeah, okay, but it's still not 100 grand. It's not even close. But it takes 3 days. This journey literally takes 3 days, right? 72 hours, not 22. They say it's done in 22. But the actual flights, like that one to Africa, it doesn't exist. They have to go up into America, across Canada, down through England, through Spain and France, into Africa. You cannot do that journey. So, the reason for them bringing down Concorde was the P900. The reason for these flights being so expensive is to stop you travelling, stop you from seeing the world. 65,000 feet Concorde, look. She was a beast. She was literally a beast. Best thing about it is, nearly every picture showing Concorde flying over a city shows a flat Earth. Look at that. I think that's London. Is that London? Look at, oh, it's a flight. Is that a flight box simulator? I don't know. But nearly every picture of Concorde flying over a city, the Earth's flat in it. Every picture of Concorde flying over land, it's flat. And then when you get to these altitudes, look, it's just a joke. It is a literal joke. That's 500 miles of Earth there. Easy. Flat as a pancake for 5. It should be arcing. Over 500 miles, there should be a, what is it, a 10-mile high curve. Should be a 10-mile high bend there of the Earth, but it's missing because the Earth's flat. Everything about this world is fake, false, and Satan wants to humiliate you in front of the eyes of your Creator God. He wants to humiliate you on your final day. You know, when you leave this earth for the last breath and you ascend to heaven, all the way up you're going to hear Satan laughing at you. You'll be like, what's it? Who is that and why is he laughing at me? And he might even tell you, I'm the devil on the way up there. You're the devil. Yeah, wait till you meet you're going to meet the big fella now. I'm going to be right at your side because you're coming with me. You dope, you have. You sinned beyond belief. Yeah, but I didn't think you was real. So you still sinned. Yeah, but I didn't know you were real. And that's your only forgiving grace in God's eyes. Is Jesus said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. That's your only saving grace. With God. Yeah, the clouds are flat. Clouds don't bend. It's one thing I asked, right? If I was on a spinning ball, then the clouds and the water should be bending that way, right? They should be. If I'm on a ball, they should be bending left and right downwards, with the sagittar, the crest of the curve at the top. It should be bending downwards either side. If I lived on a ball. If I lived in concave earth, if I lived in concave earth, the hollow earth, I do believe the earth is hollow. There's water flowing into the middle of it, apparently, at the North Pole. I'd love to see that. I wonder what that is there. Maybe there is a black hole sun. I don't know. I've got no idea. But the concave earth. Let's show you the concave earth real quickly. So, in Lord Stephen Christ... I still can't believe you called yourself that. Stevie, I used to call him Stevie, baby. And I was right, Stevie was a girl. Stevie used to sit on his her pillowcase. It was a woman with a beard. She fancied me. She did. She used to go to me, Peter, you're wrong about the flat earth, Peter, the stars are no bigger than the grain of sand. The sun is no bigger than the grain of sand. It's magnified, Peter, listen to me, Peter. Used to talk to me really gently on his pillowcase. No idea that it was a woman. I know it's a woman now. That video with you and your two children, the two girls that you called boys' names, you know what I mean. So, the idea is, on a concave earth, right? If you've never heard of concave earth, the hollow earth, okay? The hollow earth, you're on the inside of the ball. On normal earth, you're on the outside of the ball, and that would be the curve, right? Everything would curve downwards from your position. On the concave earth, you're inside, so everything curves upwards instead. So instead of having bendy water flowing downwards like on the ball, and clouds bending and flowing downwards, you have water flowing upwards and clouds literally bending upwards. When in reality, flat bottom clouds, you make the rocking world go round. Flat bottom clouds. Yeah, where are we? Clouds. There you go. Flat bottoms. Why have clouds got flat bottoms? Why? Why do the clouds all stop at a certain height? Every single one of them stops here, look. It's like there's an invisible barrier there stopping each cloud, and then it flattens on the bottom, look. Just like the horizon, all the bottoms of clouds are flat. You know, if anybody could explain that to me, that would be nice. That'd be lovely, but they can't. I live on a flat earth where flip-flops have told me it's a ball and I'm descended from a monkey, but I'm surely not. I understand. Look how they've drawn curved clouds. Look! The land's flat, but the clouds are curving. Really? You're full of shit. Every cloud has flat bottoms, baby. Flat bottom clouds, you make the rocking world go round. And the same goes for the top, like Johnny Hume just said. Not all the time, usually it's puffy on top, but once you get to a certain altitude and you get a certain cloud, even the clouds become perfect. In fact, the clouds look like seawater once you're up there. They look like the sea. It's like as above, so below. God is so amazing, it's unreal. That is like the clouds I saw. That I swear down, what's triggered all of this? Yeah, that's them bad boys. That's what I saw, but I didn't see it like that. All I saw was 6 of them, and they were symmetrical. This is the bit that gets me. They were symmetrical like an egg box. So there was 3 on one side and 3 on the other in a rectangle shape. Not only was it rectangle shaped, it was moving through cloud like this at high speed. Now, I've got to admit, the clouds were moving fast this day. They were. Even these clouds were passing me. I've never seen clouds moving this fast on this occasion. But in the middle of all these, and it wasn't blue skies, it was grey. It was cloud everywhere. It was like that, but without the bubbles. And then all of a sudden, these 6 bubbles appeared. They didn't appear. Race said to me, "What's that, Dad?" Race was only 7 years old. He went, "What's that, Dad?" Pointing up at the sky. I was about to tell him, "It's a plane, it's a kite, I don't know." And I looked up and I saw a cloud that looked more like this one, like these bubbles. There were 6 bubbles, like an egg box, looking at the bottom of an egg box. And the cloud itself, it looked like spaghetti. The cloud was coming down like this and then sucking back into the cloud. And it all happened within 10 seconds. It was in front of me, it was over my head, and it was gone. It was that quick. It literally looked like some type of ship made out of cloud. That's what it looked like a working engine. And to this day, I don't know what I saw. I truly don't. I'm not lying to you. I have my hand on my heart, folks. I can't bear false witness. I do not know what that cloud was. But it looked like them. 6 of them, like an egg box. And it cut through cloud that looked like these. With stringy bits going up and down as it passed me and Rach. I was just... To this day, I don't know what I saw. It's triggered all of this. It was like a sign from heaven. "Yeah, Peter, what's that?" And it made me look. I went home. I went, "What did I put in?" I don't know if I put in suspicious clouds or something. And then chemtrails come up. From chemtrails, I learnt about legal name. From legal name, I came to flat earth. From flat earth, I went to God. And I stayed flat earth and God for 6 years. And then God decided, enough's enough, Peter. You're hanging around with flip-flops. The whole of your panel show, just about, is flip-flops. Nearly all of them, if not all of them. I can't prove that all of them were, but most of them were, that's for sure. I wish I could show you all those old videos, but they took that channel down. I wish I'd recorded it all, so that I could have a back. Like now, everything I do, all my videos are recorded, all my memes are recorded. I've got, like, so one thing it taught me was to keep record. Because you lot could now go back with the skills you've got, looking at these people, and you'd be like, "That's a flip-flop, this one's telling lies, you know, this one's mocking." You'd have had them all bang to rights. They're all still here on different sock accounts. You know, they wear different sock accounts. Like I said, I've got one, it's Poncho Pete. I don't need sock accounts. I'm not a troll. I don't troll anyone. When I'm talking to you, you know it's me. You can click on my picture and it'll take you straight to this account or to my YouTube, to my Twitter or whatever, whichever account I'm talking to you on. You can see it's me that's messaging you, not these trolls. It's funny because I used to enjoy the company of trolls. Because I used to take the piss out of them. I used to enjoy doing that. But in hindsight, I was just wasting my time again. They don't care if they're getting the piss taken out of them. They're still getting paid. They're still wasting my time. They're wasting your time. And that's what this is about. You've got a set amount of time down here. However you want to look at it, 75 birthdays, 75 Christmases is about your average, right? That's how long you've got down here to recognise the glory of God and where He placed you and the world you live in. Get on your bed. I'm not getting up again. Get on your bed. Not getting up again. It's because I've gone over 2 hours. It's annoying him. That's not real. Is that real? Wow, that looks like the ocean, doesn't it? It looks like waves. Wow, is that really real? That's mental, isn't it? As above, so below. It looks like ocean waves, big ocean waves. Well, the air is water. When you realise that as well, that air is really fine water, and that you breathe in water, air is water. Then the old reason they called the film The Water Babies starts to make sense, right? Watership Down. There's a whole load of movies where they told you that you're surrounded by water. What's the other one called? With Kevin Costner. Waterworld. Another one telling you you're surrounded by water. Do you know an FE channel called Celebrate Truth? Is there a flipper behind it as well? Celebrate Truth. Is he the one with the cartoon of Jesus smacking Satan and Satan fills his undies with poo? Is that Celebrate Truth? Oh no, this is Robbie Davidson in it. Celebrate Truth. Son of Man Code. Robbie Davidson. Yeah, Robbie Davidson. Yeah, it's a woman. Images. There's no pictures of Robbie Davidson. She's a tall woman. She was going to speak to me at the end of my flat earth journey, and I never got a chance to speak to her because she's a Christian, right? She pushes Jesus and everything. Where is that one? Juice. Let's flat earth conference. Is that the right one? No, it's this one, isn't it? Yeah, it's this one. That's the exact shot right there. There's Robbie. Look at that straight away. Look at that. Look at the size of the chicken nom nom on her. Robbie Davison coming through the front doors behind these trolls. Mark Sargent being trolled by, is this Jimmy Kimmel's mate? I don't know. I can't remember it. He's got a false fake leg and that. But watch the back door. Let's slow it back down for you. Playback speed 25%. Turn the sound off so it doesn't annoy me. Make the picture bigger for you all. Is that better? Can you all see that? Let me just double check what that looks like on the home screen. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, Robbie Davison, Celebrate Truth in the background waiting. Here he comes. Here she comes. Ready? Bink. Game over. Right there. Knee and foot going outwards towards 8. Knee and foot towards 4 with a diamond about to appear. Again, slightly shoulder tilted. That is a really tall girl, I'll give you that. Mark Sargent's giving her the nod and a wink there. And this is the organiser of the Flat Earth conventions. Bink. Bendy leg. And this is the one that gets you right there. Full inline football. Same with the bitch in the background, look, doing the devil horns. Is that devil horns? Maybe it's pointing, I don't know. Looks like devil horns. Bitch in the background as well. Whoever this is, the doorman, the bouncer. It's a woman. Bald-headed woman pretending to be a doorman. But there's your answer right there. Robbie Davison. Son of Man Code. And that's all you need, right? All I got was 3 footsteps. This one here, look, inline footfall, flat-footed, watch. Bink, woman. Final answer, tightrope walker. Everywhere I look, I see flip-flops. So I've done nearly all flat earthers. People keep asking me, do this one. I've already done it. Go through my back file, search it. I think in my next video, I ain't done one for a while, I'm gonna absolutely blast all the flat earth stuff that I've got, because people ask for it all the time. Show me this, show me Matt David Wise, show me Mark Sargent. I've got a load of stuff. You can go find it anyway through searching Facebook or Twitter, but I'll put it all in my next video for all the people asking for flat earthers over and over. But there's your answer. And that's how beautiful forensics is, right? Which is why I tell you, take some money out, get yourself some spy glasses, 1 click, 1080p recording. I'm dying for someone to go to one of these conventions with spy glasses or a spy camera and film them all. Because if they know you're filming them, they might perk up and start walking like women and men. But if they don't know you're filming them, they can't keep it up all day. They can't, none of them can. There ain't a single flip-flop out there, man or woman, that can walk like the opposite gender all day. They can't. The women can't walk with the legs open all day, and the men can't walk with the legs crossed all day. They have to revert back to normal, and that's what we see here. I wasn't even looking at Mark Sargent's gate. Look, Mark Sargent's in full mints right there, look. Bink. Look at that. Knee and foot going outwards. This knee and foot going the outwards the other way. So when they have this next convention, I hope that a forensic student goes and records them all. I really do, because they're in America. I'm not in America. I hope that someone goes and records them all. Up and down the stairs, coming in and out the doors, down the steps of the hotel, wherever they are. Get them. Get them doing steps, get them doing walking. It's as simple as this, lot. You know, both of them know that the camera's there and they're not even attempting to walk like men. So that tells you all you need to know, right? That the natural woman shows through every time. Even when they know there's cameras watching them. So imagine what you get if you're just secretly filming them. I love Sarge. Sarge was my favourite flat earther. He was the only one that came and talked to me on a regular basis. And it made me feel happy, you know, that Sarge, because again, I thought Sarge was a normal guy. I'm not saying that Sarge is horrible. Out of all the flat earthers, Sarge is the one I like the most. I like Dave Murphy. She was nice and polite. I was a bit rude. I called her bald and she got offended, but it's because she was a woman with bald head that she got offended. If it was a bloke with bald head, so what, Baldy? You look like a cue ball. Who cares? Water off a duck's back, innit, lads? But she got upset. But I quite liked Pat. Well, I loved Patsy, didn't I? I wanted to marry Patsy. I liked Antonio. I liked a lot of flat earthers. I really did. I didn't like the ballers. But then, like right now, the final experiment with Nico and all that, it's just bollocks. It's more distraction. Just look over here. Don't learn forensics. Whatever you do, don't learn forensics, because you'll start to pull us apart all by yourself, and you do. That's the best part of it. Learning this trade, this subject, this skill, it sets you above all the other truthers. All the other truthers watch videos and they believe everything they say. Adrenochrome, cloning, it's all bollocks. I don't believe in none of it. Absolute tosh. You can't prove none of it. It's like you can't prove the moon landings. But I can prove by the way someone walks if they're male or female. This is admissible in court. What you're talking about cannot be admissible in court, because it's nonsense. We're in la la land, aren't we? It's nonsense. And then you've got along with the evidence, you've then got to convince me, a God-fearing man, that God, the ultimate supreme deity, being, spirit in the known universe, is gonna put a chemical in a child's body that adults are gonna want to drink out of it. It's gonna scare the child into creating it, scare a child to death to create it, and then drink the blood of that child through a straw. I want to swear at you. You're a clown. You're a div. You're a fecking idiot for believing this nonsense. Next, you'll be telling me that the sun is 93 million miles away, and that my little 1-inch eyeball can see 93 million miles to the sun. You're full of shite. I'm at a point where I'm so long in the tooth with the truth that when people start talking like this, like I said, in my chat, you can talk about adrenochrome. You can slag Jesus off. I don't care. I don't. You're talking among yourselves. But the minute you ask me about Jesus, I'm going to kick you, because I don't accept it. I told you, it's going to take God. It ain't going to take some internet troll to disprove Jesus to me. It'll take God to disprove him to me, because of Jesus' words. The truth is in his words. Ye shall know them by their fruits. And I do, Jesus. I do. Amen to you, Christ, for giving me this information. But Jesus means the devil. No, Jesus, whatever you want it to mean, it means the devil. But when you listen to his words, is that the devil talking? Let him without sin cast the first stone. That Satan wants you to stone everyone. Stone your friends, stone your mother, stone your kids, stone everyone. Jesus said, let him without sin cast the first stone. That's not Satan talking. And over, they can try as much as they want to remove Christ from my heart and my conscious mind, but you've got no chance, because his words were set like concrete. On that first outing of the truth, when I realised God existed, one of the very first things that came to mind, and it was shown to me through literature and films I was watching, was ye shall know them by their fruits. And many times during this journey I've ignored people's fruits, including the Jezebels. You know, all the signs were there to fuck that person off, and I didn't. Now, virtually nobody gets a chance. You know what I mean? As soon as you utter the wrong word, you're gone. I don't want you near me. I'll surround myself with people that are like-minded and that care and that feel the same way I do about the children in this world, and the sanctity that you get, the sanity that you get from finding God. I'm not crazy. I received sanity from finding out God was real. How's that possible? Because I was deluded. I thought it was a monkey on a spinning ball where water bends and that you can send a big shaft of fuel as big as a skyscraper to Mars and back. That's insanity. What God did was bring back my sanity, my sanctity. It all came back in the understanding of knowing that I am at the centre of all things, at the centre of the world, the universe, whatever you want to call it. I'm placed at the centre of it, which means he put me here for a reason. I might just be a man. I am just a man, I get it. But I'm a little bit more than just the average man. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about our friends and our family. The men in them circles just don't care. They're not like you. They're not like me. The women are not like you or me. Lost in Satan's dream fantasy world where monkeys are your ancestors, where water sticks to a spinning ball, where you can wear a paper mask on your face to stop you from catching the most deadly airborne disease known to mankind. I can't say its name. Scamvid. We can call it Scamvid. That's what we're stuck with. Satan and his liars, and his lies and his liars. And Robbie Davison was a man of God, always across me as a kind-spoken, very much like Ray Comfort, like Rob Skiba, soft-spoken men. But in reality, we're not soft-spoken, are we, lads? We're not. We've got big booming voices. We've got 40% bigger lungs, 40% wider throats and voice boxes than a woman. We are the lions. And we're not meant to be caged spiritually or mentally. You know, that's what they've done. They caged our mind with education. They caged our spirit with space. Now, there's no God. That's space up there. Heaven's somewhere else, mate. It's an imaginary place. You're living in La La Land if you believe in God. No, I'm living in La La Land right now. The reality of this world is that Satan rules it. He lied to every single one of us. He convinced us that we live on a spinning ball and that joining the flat earth revolution is going to help change it. It's not. People don't care if the earth's flat. They don't. But I'll tell you what they do care about. That they're jacking off to men. The amount of blokes' faces when I say that's a bloke and you're jacking off to it. The looks on their faces when you've taught them forensics and they can see that they are jacking off to men. The looks on their faces. They care about that. Strongest truth we've got is forensics. It's the best one of all the rabbit holes to go down. Because once you've done it and you can spot the liars, any other place where you want to look for truth, you'll spot the liar first. Before you spot the lies, you'll spot the liar. You'll know that you're talking to a liar. Someone who can't even be honest about their core identity. Calls himself Robbie even though he's a woman. If you can't be honest about your core identity, Robbie, then how can you be telling me the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth about God and Jesus? How can you be telling me the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth about the flat earth? You can't. Because you have another agenda. One that you haven't told me about, because if you had told me about it, I'd know that you was a woman. And again, I don't know if Robbie Davison's a bad person. I don't know if Mark Sargent's a bad person. All I can tell you is they told me a bad lie that they are men when they are actually women. It's a bad lie. I don't care what you say. You're from Satan's line of thought. When you tell openly lies like that to people's faces. And the only reason they do lie is because in reality they'd be embarrassed. That's the only answer I can come up with. The reason they don't want you to know is because they're embarrassed of it. They'll get called out for it, right? That's the only reason I can imagine that they don't want to tell you outright. Although it's happening now. And again, I say to the Illuminati, you're going to have to tell them. You're literally going to have to put it in the faces and tell them, because they're not listening to us. They're not listening to the friends. We find a few like-minded people here and there because that's the IQ of the world. That's the genuine brain capacity of the world. Thick as pig shit. Excuse my language, but it is. Most of the world is thick as pig shit. Modern day children can't even do maths. They need a calculator. They get all their answers straight off Google instead of going and find out from a book like we used to. And alright, there's lies in the books, I get it. But once you've been given this discernment, once you've been given this truth, it's much harder for these people to lie to you, look, in future. If Robbie ever said something bad about Jesus, well, you'll know why now, because Robbie's a girl, right? Like Joanism. Joanism, on the final experiment, 12 years have been busted. People have been getting conned by Joanism for 12 years, sending him donations, hair donations, etc. And when she's on 150 grand a year minimum, way more for these people, way more. And all of a sudden she stiffs you all and says that the world is a globe, after giving you thousands and thousands of proofs that you're not on a globe. The one that doesn't really prove anything, because you can't prove it itself, turns him back into a glober. Oh, it's lies. It's lies. I'm sick of this world. I don't know about you lot, but I'm sick of this world. I'm sick of Satan. I'm sick of it all. But without God, I wouldn't have even had this life. I wouldn't have even had the joy that I've had. And I've had joy, trust me. And we all have, right? We've all had joy and happiness. All these things are still in the world. Even though Satan's polluted it and done this to children, and what Satan's done to the world is horrific. But even with all the lies and the horrific world we live in, there's still joy, there's still happiness, there's still love, there's still family, there's still friends. I might not have any anymore, but that was my price to pay. I'm quite happy with it, I really am. When I go to heaven, everything I've stored up will be there waiting for me. I get to meet friends that have passed. Jace, I'm going to see Jason again. I'm going to see people that have died early in my life, and I'm going to see my nana again. I'm going to see my mum and dad again. I get to say sorry to them, you know. That's what I want. I want to go to heaven. I want to see God, and I want to be blessed with all the people that do love me, not the ones that don't. Because that's what happened here. I surrounded myself with friends and family who I thought were good. Don't get me wrong, they are good people, but they're not good people like me and you. They don't care. And in that one breath, even though they're good people, they have a rottenness to them. A rottenness that isn't in me, and it's not in you. Otherwise you won't be listening, would you? They have a rottenness to them that what's the word? It can be forgiven, but they don't want to be forgiven. They don't even want to know Jesus. They don't want to know God. They don't want to know any of these things. They don't want to know where they come from, how they got here, and where this world is going. And it's going down. It's written in scriptures all around the world that God is finally going to get pissed off again, as in the days of Noah. And you have to go back, biblical scripture, and have a look and see what the biblical scripture says about what happened in the days of Noah. That they were messing with the animals, half man, half goat, all these things. They were messing with everything. There were sodomites everywhere. They were all living a devilish life. So bad was the earth that the whole place was corrupt. The whole place. Imagine the size of earth and the whole place is corrupted by Satan and his minions. Where's earth? Give me a picture of earth. Tossers. I've already closed the flat earth thing down, don't I? Think about the size of earth. For the whole place to be putrid, that God has to flood it, it must have been horrible. A horrible place to exist. And out of the whole populace of the world, whatever number of people were here, he left 8 alive. 8 of them, one family, survived the flood. And then those 4 families split up and became the quadrants of the nationalities of the people of this earth that we know today. And I've got questions about it all. How did 2 people multiply to this? I've got questions, I have. But I've got even more questions when it comes to monkeys, because there's no proof of it whatsoever. God can be proven over and over and over if you've got an open heart and open mind to let him in. I did let him in, and I'm overjoyed that I did. And like I said, it cost me my friends and it cost me my family, but the exchange is fair, that I get to spend eternity with him rather than an eternity with people that don't care. Or they don't even care about me, really. So they don't care about anything. Just themselves. And that comes back down to greed and gluttony, right? The 7 deadly sins. But we were all warned. We were all warned. Scriptures told us. None of us took heed. None of us believed it. That's the problem. Once I stopped believing and I started knowing that God was real, there was nothing that could change my mind. There's nothing that can change my mind. I told you, God himself will have to come down and prove to me that Jesus didn't exist. And you got no chance. There's no way he's going to do it. I don't believe you. When I found Christ, I found an inner person inside of me that I didn't know exist. I didn't know kindness and mercy. If you upset me all the way through my life into finding Jesus, if you upset me, you were gone. You were cast off. You were brick walled. Never speak to you ever again. Don't matter who you were, best friend, girlfriend, wife, won't matter. If you pissed me off, you were brick wall, stone wall, gone. Never see you again. And I was like that all the way up until I got to about 40 years old, till I found Christ. Now I'm not that way. Someone pisses me off to get a piece of my mind, yeah, but I don't just block them off like I used to. I'm very patient. I was always patient, but I'm even more patient now. But every man has a limit, right? Everyone has a limit. And when it comes to protecting my family, I'll always protect my family first. In this world, these times that we're living in, Satan wants you to screw up. He wants you to commit murder. He wants you to steal. He wants you to fail your journey. He wants you not to know God. That's what he wants. He wants you to die and then be in utter shambles, because you will. If you die leaving this earth not believing in God or anything, and then you die, and then on the way you're going up, there's angels singing, God, you can see God in the distance, you'd be in pieces by the time you got to his presence. By the time you got to the gates of heaven and entered his room, you would be a shambles, wouldn't you? You'd just be a crying mess. The Bible says great gnashing of teeth and wailing. will be the outcome when they all realise what they've done, what they've given up. Because you give up on the greatest hope that mankind has, God. He's the only one that can fix this mess. I'd like to say that men ourselves could fix this problem, but there's not enough that care, there isn't. And Satan knows that. It'll be up to God. It'll be God's choice, right? If he wakes them all, it's up to him. The Bible says he's not going to wake them all. He's going to leave 2/3 to perish on Judgment Day. But then the Bible was written by man. I'm not God. My all-loving Father knows best, because he is the wisest of all creations, because he created everything else out of his mind. That's a fabulous mind. An unbelievable mind. To give us all these things, these feelings, the happiness, elements, hot and cold, all these different environments for us to travel round on the same plane and to taste foods all around the world. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to travel for free and see the whole world and learn multiple languages and spend time learning how to cook Chinese in China, or Thai dishes in Thailand, or Italian dishes in Italy. We're learning how to make real carbonara and lasagna. We should be travelled all around the world and seasoned chefs. We've broadened horizons, a lot of us, but we're not. We're closed off. We're kept in cattle market towns, stacked on top of each other, next to each other. And in amongst all of that, you've got the deranged nut jobs that have lost their way in this society. Lost our way. Fallen from God's graces. I'll tell you what, boys and girls, I've had a rant. 11 o'clock, it's 11 o'clock. You'll let me go for hours, won't you? It was my birthday anyway. Until next time, God loves you, thinks you're amazing. Wants you to know that you were born in inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy, turvy world. Thank you very, very much for watching Skull Checkers. Peter, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Peter. I love that song. Right, I'm gone. Good night, God bless, and goodbye. See you all tomorrow. Good night, Gregor. Sweet dreams, everyone. Just remember, God loves you. He does. Bye. Bye, Karen. Bye, Andy. Bye. Bye, Andrew. Bye. Right, I'm gone. Thanks, Biggers. I'm going. Bye, Jen. Stop saying goodbye. I'm going. I'm leaving. Good night. God bless and goodbye. Have a sweet day.